getting ready.
Right. My account.
So-
Well, that's
Last we left off,
fine.
last we left off 2 sessions ago, you had agreed to
Sorry.
a local job at the mines due to an unforeseen circumstance of the miners coming across an underground kobold camp. In the ensuing chaos that had taken place, a number of the miners were taken hostage, many were killed, and at the same time as all of this was erupting and going out, the fire elemental that was powering a lot of the machinery and tools for their mining was released. This happened on the day that Soot had gone to the mining district in order to figure out what had happened with his apartment and his job and what had happened with his friends in his last couple of months of being outside of the town dealing with things that had occurred with his sister. After learning about this secondhand through Mr. White, you decided to try to investigate this job and handle what you could out of it in an attempt to both gain some good credit with Mr. White, possibly gain some coin, and as well as also provide community service to the city of Dragonspire to help Dove increase the standing with her name, given the fact that her trial is today. In doing so, you managed to get a letter after going to the train yard, and were able to take one of the rails out to the mines, where you then encountered the kobold encampment, allowing eventually you guys were able to, for the most part, were able to subdue what kobolds were there. You tripped off a number of the traps. You figured out that the fire elemental went down another tunnel and managed to recover 4 of the dwarves that were held hostage here, but many were just died along the journey, and your friend Mulian had perished in the ensuing fight. You wrapped up his body and carried him and helped out the remaining dwarves out of the tunnel, where they were treated to the medical tent. You had arrived shortly before the final train. The train was set to arrive at midnight that night. Hopping on and riding it back in silence as the tracks arriving to the town of Dragonspire about an hour and a half later. Arriving in and about an hour to an hour and a half later. Arriving and then hailing a carriage and traversing back to the manor in which you are calling your abode for right now, given that you have not been going to any sort of inns or taverns for the time being. They cleared out a space in the cellar and laid Mulian's body down there, while the rest of you dealt with what had happened in the night's events in your own way. Some of you going out for some time in the dark and just contemplating and reaching out to greater powers, but sometimes when that happens, they just leave you asking questions with no answer. Really asking if they're truly listening. But others attempted to stay and contemplate their own thoughts with what had happened. But whether it be through their will or others, found themselves eventually drifting back to their own place that they call home. So as of right now, Dove and Morgan are upstairs in their chamber. Dimitri is in his. Ezek is in his. Ezek did speak to the servants or the hirelings within the manor, asking them to inquire about the trial and when it was set to start, before he had gone to lay and get some rest. And Soot is within his abode. Before we get started, can I have Ezek roll a d20 for me?
18.
18.
Isn't that on this?
I can't
Yes.
see.
Yes, it is.
Rope a dope.
I was meant to make it homework.
Yes.
It doesn't do any homework.
Stop touching my dice, motherfuckers.
We started.
So we'll start us off with William. And last you remembered, you had pushed the captain over the edge. And then as you watch the time and days move beneath your feet, and the frosted glass floor that you stand above dwindle and diminish and become more and more translucent. You yourself were pushed from the edge, falling down until you seemingly fell onto a hard wooden surface and found yourself gasping for air as you are currently wrapped head to toe. If you would like to start us off and see what would you in this moment of panic and terror and questioning everything that is going on, what is it that you would like to do?
Breathe.
What did you wrap him with?
We wrapped him in the parachute.
Steel
Yeah,
chains.
no, I think it was like rags of whatever was nearby.
Or one of the parachutes?
The parachutes were gone. I would have used like the
One of the
tents.
parachutes was stuck under the rubble.
Oh, right.
Parachute is no more.
I think that was the only parachute we had.
I would have used tents because I think it's the only wrapping that would have been close and nearby enough.
I don't know what that
I-
is.
Oh, actually, I would have used the bandages from his
He used ratchet
from his
straps.
survivors.
That's a lot
from the
to
pack.
bandage. I don't think he has enough bandages to make a mummy out of him.
Use the bandages. Can you imagine band-aids all over?
Can I have you roll
Gauze
a
wrap?
dexterity check to see how well you tied the knots? Because I'm assuming you wrap the body like you wrap it in a tarp and then you tie like.
Yeah, you told me this.
So
you
really
better not
hope-
roll
you
high.
better hope you roll
You better
low.
not roll high.
Oh, I want to
Better
roll
hope.
high. I wanted to suffocate and die. That's how he dies.
God!
15.
15. Alrighty, alright. 15 total.
15 total.
So you're right now struggling. You can get some breath in, but you are currently your arms are down at your sides, and
Okay.
you are semi-bound.
I'd like to use my inspiration.
There's a rope holding your legs together, and then there's another rope around your arms, pinning
Okay.
your arms to your sides.
Okay.
So can I have you roll a strength check? See if you can break your blind gate.
I was kidding.
I could break these cuffs.
17.
17, yeah. You manage to, and it's a little bit of cumbersome. You do manage to complete, actually, technically you did complete a long rest, but you do have 3 points of exhaustion. Actually, you'd be the equivalent of you can read what happens when you get revivified, the negative effects of being brought back.
Okay.
But as you are struggling and your whole body is wrapped right now, and you go over this side and hit the ground as you try to break free, and you manage to like shimmy it up your body and then over your shoulders, and then start to pull your hand out slowly but surely. You manage to undo your bindings
Okay. Immediately remove it from my mouth.
as you have dark vision.
I do not.
This is a cellar. There are, as you remove it, there is just the faintest bit of orange light being let in as you go to take in your surroundings, and you can see very dimly. It's extremely dimly lit chamber, as most of the like basement style windows, these smaller shutter ones, most of them are actually covered, and there's one where the board's fallen down partially, so you're getting this orange light that is coming in as you were pushed over the edge, specifically as the sun was beginning to rise, right in those twilight moments.
Okay.
When the dawn is just breaking.
Do I see a staircase using that orange light?
Roll perception. No, you're trapped in there forever. You die of starvation.
Exactly. I've been playing this game for so long, I still struggle in the menu. 13.
13? Yeah, you look around a little bit and you can see that there is a set of stairs, a very short set of stairs that leads up and out.
Was I undressed before being tied? Before being wrapped?
Probably
or was
not.
it was just totally in my clothing?
Probably not.
I think we're just.
I'm
I was
I'm not-
hysterical. I wasn't going deep in that.
I'm not swinging dick right now?
No.
Do you have maggots?
You got robes on.
You were
That's it.
circumcised the second time.
Sick. That's the penalty.
Circumcised by dynamite.
Mulian kills himself. He jumps.
Mullion rewraps himself and then finishes his job.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Mullion is he's gonna sit down on the cellar stairs and just try and kind of wrap his head around the circumstances. Yeah. He's gonna sit down and just kind of, like, how do I address this? That's what he does for the moment.
They're both not paying attention, dude.
No, not at all.
You rolled high.
Thank you, though.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, very well.
There's one left, 2 more.
11. Dog, what's your passive perceptor?
Didn't mean right this second.
Passive,
I
12.
was lying.
So Malia, you find yourself, you're sitting there, and as you look, you realize that you are in a cellar. Like, you recognize that you're in a basement, but you can see that there's storm doors. There's actually not. It's a plainly square with the support beams coming down. The full layout of what this large manor is. See the whole layout of like how big the floor plan actually is for this place. You can see there's a number of crates and other things, and you're sitting on this set of stairs that just leads out. Like, it's not. It would be half the size of a normal set of stairs because it just opens right into the backyard.
Okay. Check the crates. Is there any bottles of wine?
You look around. There is not in here. A lot of this stuff is actually more of like not even food, mainly like actual like storage kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, like long-term storage.
Yeah.
Stuff. Okay.
But it is well kept. It is actually not a very dusty or dingy basement.
Right.
They do maintain it.
Gotcha.
So
How's
Okay.
this leg?
Damn.
I'm honestly, I'm asking.
Damn.
You got blown up.
It's wood. Oh, yeah. Fair point. How's my leg? My wooden leg.
still holding your weight. It seems to be functioning just as fine as ever.
Okay.
As with the previous.
I'll stand up from sitting on the staircase and begin to walk up the stairs to the top
Going
of the
up
cellar.
stairs. Yeah, can I just have you roll another strength check for trying to open these, open the cellar doors? And I believe, what are the negative effects?
I don't know.
You double check that real quick. Were you trying to do this first thing in the morning?
No,
When
not
we-
right now. Not at all.
Not at
Never.
all? Never?
Not
Not at
right
all?
this second.
Okay. I don't know what this means then.
It's just an idea. You ask me questions.
Yeah. All of you went to bed around 2 in the morning, 2:30. As Izak did put a send out, Mulian, you start to, as you're down there, you can hear somebody walking and open the side door that goes into the side entrance that the servants generally use. As one of the servants has re-arrived, is either coming or going from the manor at this time of day, right around sunrise.
Is this you want the penalties for resurrection or revivify? Because I don't think revivify has any penalties.
Resurrection.
Resurrection? Okay. -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. Every time I finish a long rest, it's reduced. The exhaustion is reduced by 1.
Okay.
So, okay. One more time quickly with the characterization of what I'm looking at as soon as I open the doors.
First roll strength check.
Sure. Sorry. Oh, I already did. It was a 15.
Okay.
That's
You
a 9,
managed
thank
to
God.
Undo the lock and push it out. And it's kind of oddly beautiful as you have just gone through an insane moment. And as you are opening these doors, right now, when you look into this backyard chamber, you can see the bench that you guys have been put together, 2 benches next to each other side by side. You can see the back shed that they have back here, and the large like grouping of like wildflowers and like different flowers that they grow, because they have a very beautiful garden in the backyard. It is very well kept. It is lush, unlike a lot of it's a city, so this is one of the few because it's a manor, it's one of the few areas with actually land a bit around it, and they do maintain it here. So there's green grass, and there is like a bed of flowers and wildflowers that are grown along with the shed in the backyard, and it's right at you've come up right in the moment of the sun cresting over the horizon. So you're at this twilight of purple and blue in the clouds, and the morning dew and mist is just combing over it. So as you actually like push these doors open, there's just this faint roll of fog, just like 2 inches off the ground, and it starts to like flow like water down the stairs towards you as you look up, and it's kind of almost like almost what you would have expected when what happened last night happened, what you would have thought you'd be created to this moment of beauty.
Is this easily recognizable as Dragonspire, or am I kind of confused as to where I am?
It'd be more of confused in this one.
Okay.
Because unlike there's a fenced off area around it, and there's this moment of like, there's the moment of confusion of this is a beautiful backyard. There are beautiful purple and yellow and pink flowers, and there's just this moment of beauty. What did you do? As you look around, you start to notice the taller buildings and stuff, and you get pulled back into realizing that this is inside a larger community, like inside a larger city.
She's been working.
Mulligan's gonna kind of
I
savor
know.
this moment and take a seat by or in the garden and just kind of look at some of the
There's a bench
flowers.
right in front of it.
Yeah, just kind of sit down and contemplate the fragility of life with his aching wooden leg, phantom pains, and the rest of his body covered in shrapnel. Tons of shrapnel. Yeah, he's gonna lay down on the bench, like literally just like this. Lay down.
At this time, one of the servants comes upstairs and knocks on Izak's door.
Yes.
Just letting you know that we checked in. This trial is set to start at 10 a.m. It is roughly 6:30 right now, so you do have a bit of time to continue whatever you need to. I figured.
Please rouse me at 8.
Would you like me to do the same for the rest of your compatriots?
Please do.
As you wish. You all managed to get a little bit, and you're actually, you kind of, you have about an hour and a half to 2 hours before the rest of before the house starts moving. You do hear, and in this moment, ironically, because you are laying down and because of the nature of your complexion, you're green laying down on a bench in a field of green. So, though on the back wall is where the kitchen is, and there is a window that looks out into the backyard, you're kind of just blending in with this scenery, given also the nature of your robes and stuff. You just almost an unintentional camouflage into this backyard. So the yellowish brown robes blend in with the bench that you're laying on, and the green complexion of your skin blending in with the trees and the vine, the grass around you. And you can hear and you can see the servants moving. The rest of the upstairs have not woken up, but you can see because the rest, other than you, the rest of your compatriots are all on the second floor. You are the only one on the first floor, so you.
I thought I was on the first
you were
floor.
on the second floor.
Oh.
Mulligan was the only one that was on the first floor behind the stairs. Because it goes, it's Izak, Soot, and then Dalvin Morgan and Dimitra before, and then there's the one room in the middle that was the master bedroom that was for Mr. White, and then on the first floor was Mulligan's home.
Othered as usual.
Yes, very much. So something that you've kind of come accustomed to is this moment of you can see them are preparing the breakfast for the morning.
Sure. Yeah. Just watching now intentionally looking through the window, just kind of observing what's going on. Hands back, not trying to cause any attention to myself, not trying to blend in either. Just kind of watching. And Mulligan, as kind of meta, begins to like kind of think to himself, like, you spend so much time being so caught up in it, you never get to just sit back and actually look at the chaos and craziness of life. And that's kind of the general feeling that's going through Mulligan right now. He's just watching something he doesn't deserve to be watching.
You time passes, and eventually you hear the familiar at this point over the last couple of days morning bell get rung as it chimes throughout the house. And there's like little bells in each of the rooms, kind of like a doorbell system that they have, where they can actually pull a thing, go throughout the house and ring little bells in each rooms, waking everyone up lightly and gently and informing them that breakfast is prepared and they can come downstairs. So everyone finds themselves being woken up by this chiming bell, and you can see them preparing and going into the dining hall, setting the table.
Okay.
Like you can see them taking trips in as they're like get everything ready.
Mulian will go to the garden and begin to actually pick a nice assortment of flowers. By the root.
Nature. By the root.
By the root. That's intentional.
Have you roll a nature check.
5, which is actually a 1 because
-4.
-4. Desecrate all these flowers.
Yeah, you definitely like yank out, like you just pull out a small bush of roses, like just the full bush. Not even just
Comes up
Dragging
You're
it
like,
behind
I want the roots. Yeah, you find yourself that you're able to gather them, but it's you're definitely
Shoddy job.
definitely leaving awake as if moles or other wildlife were just rooting around in the vegetable garden.
Mulian's gonna walk in through the back door now and try to get the attention of one of the servants.
As you walk in, can I have you roll a d20 real quick?
Did we
Natural
go
20.
Natural 20. As you walk in,
Great.
Master Mooney, I did not know you were awake this morning.
Hands her the rose bush.
Scrapes along your arms from thorns.
I think they're gonna need a pot for this.
Where did you get this? I will go plant this in the garden. Takes the bush.
As she walks off, can you just grab a couple of the roses from the bush and put them in a pot, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Goes outside. Puts it
Dirt all over the back.
Looks at the bush and look at the just destroyed the garden. Is just like. As you watch, everyone is familiar that there are 3 servants that work in this.
Bless you.
One of the each kind of culminating in doing many things, but they kind of each have their own specialty at the same time. But they do all help each other. Given it's a relatively large house, and there's just the 3 of them, so they kind of all work together in this system, and they leave at a certain point in the night, and they come back at a certain point in the morning each day. Or some show up at different times. Right now, all 3 are there on this morning. But when you walked in, only 2 of them were in there, as one of them was ringing the bells for everybody. So as you walked in, you were greeted. What do you? Yeah, you watch as they walk back outside. Younger gentleman. He walks back out, and you recognize him as the one who actually is in charge of the landscaping and maintaining the grounds. And he's just a little like, what's happening right now in the morning? Mainly just with the roses, as you are still in the kitchen with the other servant. As you're watching them, we have a wood burning stove going as they're preparing some breakfast for everybody.
Mulian's still covered in cuts and shrapnel. Gonna ask the servant, is there any alcohol around here? I just need to clean some of my wounds.
All of your wounds are closed.
Oh, they're all okay. They're all closed.
All of your wounds are closed.
You're about
There's still
15%
plenty of
shrapnel now.
There's still plenty
just
of
embedded in your
holes.
Yeah.
in
Your AC
clothing,
actually went up.
Yeah.
and there's blood stains where the wounds were, but the wounds
Okay.
themselves are closed.
Gotcha. Okay. Want to take a shower and get my laundry done. That's kind of what's going through his mind. A bath, if you will.
Skiddly-dee.
How do I do I speak to you? Do I a bath? Can I have a bath drawn?
Yes, we can have a. Will you be taking breakfast this morning, or will you be that instead?
Could I have like lunch for breakfast? Can you make like a nice soup for me? A nice chicken
Yes,
soup.
that can be arranged.
Thank you. I'll have it in the bath.
In the back,
Where's the bath?
In the back of their head, they're like, "Do I just make the bath a soup?"
as requested, Master Mulligan, it's just chicken floating in a big
Do we
bowl.
just make it a soup bath, like chicken broth? You know, it's supposed to help you feel good, you know.
There's a witch
Just throwing
stirring it
we're
for
gonna
me.
throw them a hot bath, so.
Is this the third groundskeeper?
She's
Is this the cook?
it's just horrible lesions on her. She's really sensitive about it. She's actually really nice. Like, not gonna book me at all.
You watch
Where is the bath?
the walls. As you say that, one of the swinging doors. 'Cause they have like kind of like those like flapping doors that enter into the kitchen. You watch as the third servant comes in with this like tray of china on the thing and walks in and looks at you, and you both turn your heads, and she looks at you and just drops the entire tray. It shatters, and the tray hits the ground, and all of the like teacups and the teapot pour over the edge, and just shatters, and just like
Mage-Hand pushes her back away from
literally
the
runs,
turret.
just runs.
Okay,
out the back
does she
door,
stumble
up
because I
the
pushed her
stairs.
backwards?
She saw a ghost and then
She's
something
stumbling,
pushed her.
and then she got pushed back. Something pushed her. An invisible force pushed her.
Good.
She starts running up the stairs. She runs up the stairs in like a moment's notice, and just starts banging on your doors loud.
What?
Sorry to bother you right now, but Mulligan's downstairs. I don't know what I thought he said he died yesterday.
You said Mulligan?
He's downstairs. Is there a ghost?
I go grab my bow and my weapons, and I sprint towards the top of the stairs. Do I see Mulligan?
You can't shoot a ghost.
He's on his hands and knees, cleaning.
I immediately aim an arrow at him.
Yeah, you go downstairs. You run.
Do we
you
hear
look
what's
around,
going
you
on?
Go into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Can I have the two of you roll a perception check?
Can I roll initiative?
And then can I have the two of you? Okay, I guess I'll have all four of you roll perception.
Oh. 3.
Where is our?
I'm right
18.
there.
Oh, down there.
You don't get woken up. You don't get woken up. 8. You don't get
We are
woken up.
sound
18.
sleepers.
Ironically,
Yeah, you're
you are the
snoring.
actual one across from
yeah.
Isaac. You are
Well,
the
I'm probably up at this point.
Yeah, you are actually also the closest one to his room. So you are woken up by the banging on his room. You were all like just being woken up briefly by the sound of the bell, so you were starting to rouse yourselves. But like that shot you up. Like you were all coming to wake up, but that shot you up.
I prep a spell. I put on my rig. Burst out the door. I see. Isaac.
No,
What's going-
you
You
push
put
out
on
the
your
door,
rig? I thought that
you
took you
watch
6 minutes.
Isaac literally like jump to like bound out and jump like half. He goes like 3 steps down the flight of stairs and then jumps the rest of it. And you just see the female servant just like in a corner, just kind of like contemplating what's going on and like shaking as to not know what's happening.
I'm just gonna bang on a door, bang on a wall like as hard as I can, like even with my hammer or something, just trying to make as much noise as
Do I wake up
possible.
now?
Can I have you
Do
roll
I-
a performance check? Sure.
I rolled a 19. You almost told me to roll.
No, you didn't have to.
Oh, I didn't
You
have to,
rolled
okay.
enough.
What is that?
Okay, I thought you told me to roll.
15.
Baby food.
Can I have the three of you
Oh, in that
roll
case,
again?
25.
Roll perception again.
Don't do it.
Yay, that's
22.
better.
Come on, Melanie's dice.
11.
Oh my god! 2!
Heavy.
Do you
I'm
wanna
gonna add
use your
heavy sleeper to
inspiration?
your notes.
You had to get below a 5.
She's dead.
So
Heavy sleeper.
Finally
you
got
wake
him.
up. You wake up. She's still partially asleep.
Can I
as you
wake
hear
her
the
up?
banging.
I'm gonna run after Isaac.
Hey.
What?
You run downstairs. You don't see anything first. You
Ah!
run downstairs and you look to your right. You look to your
Let
left.
off, so shit's happening.
Nothing in
I didn't
the,
do it!
the
That's
living
what-
area. Nothing in the living area. There's nothing in the dining room. You run to the kitchen. and
I
you
would
see-
go to the cellar first. Is the entrance to the cellar in the kitchen?
No, it's past the kitchen.
I would have
There's
ran past
There's
it.
a hallway.
You'd be. Wait,
Oh,
isn't
actually-
he in the kitchen?
Yeah, he's
What is this?
I'm on my
you
hands and
see
knees
him.
in the kitchen cleaning.
So you'd see him before you.
Oh, well,
got to
if
the
I'm checking the
Sorry.
kitchen, then I
yeah,
guess
you run and you see Mulian on the ground on his hands and knees cleaning up
He's on his hands
the,
and knees. Me and you're upstairs.
the
He's
broken
running
china
past.
as he's
He's
putting
right here.
the glass is all the broken pieces of glass on this tray.
I'm aiming an arrow at his chest.
It, dude,
Literally turns.
Who are you?
Turns my back to you. Literally turns my back to you. You ask so many questions.
What is your name?
I go downstairs.
you,
What is
you
your
go
name?
down for you get down there first and you follow.
tell me.
You see where Mulian. You can see him pointing an arrow
What the
and
fuck is going on right now?
Tell me your name or I'm shooting an arrow into your
So-
chest.
The servant dropped the tray,
He's
so
saying-
I'm just cleaning the tray. Just start cleaning the glass.
Given what's going on in the world
Shut
outside,
the fuck up, Isaac! Shut the fuck up!
People are rising from the dead, and you're gonna
It's all-
trust this?
I'm gonna go out and
Walks
reach
over
for
to the
him.
garbage, smacks the tray on the garbage.
I'm gonna walk over to Mulian and hug him.
I grab Soot and drag him back.
I'm not gonna let him do
Can I have
that.
a
I'm not
contested
letting him
strength
pull it.
check.
Soot
I will wake up, throw,
hugs me. He's like this tall on me.
Oh,
grab
oh, you're
the
just
jet,
getting a
like
fucking
the.
hug.
Is it a
The
strength
jacket,
check or
throw that
strength
on.
saving throw?
Contested strength check. It would be the equivalent of grapple.
Athletics.
So you can do it also in acrobatics to try to break free of it.
Oh, okay. 7.
Net 20.
Goes
down to
as
19.
Soot goes towards you, and you go to. He's like grabs him around, pulls him back, gets him, and puts him.
Are
puts
you
his body
nuts?
in front of him?
No, I want to see my fucking friend. He's alive.
Can I clock the gardener coming back with the pot full of roses?
They're right. No, they're not putting in a pot. They're right now
Little
cleaning their
thing.
garden. They're like.
He saved my
you see
fucking
them,
life,
like-
dumbass.
you see
Let
them,
go of me.
break-
Let go of me.
People are
Let go of
rising
me.
up from the dead and infecting everyone, and you're gonna trust
I'm
this?
shooting him. I'm shooting him. I'm shooting him.
Do it.
I don't
That
I'm
have
happened.
it.
shooting a firebolt
Please
at
let
him.
it happen.
What's the next
You do it?
one?
What?
Roll your
I'm
attack.
I'm
Roll-
if
roll your
he's
attack
if
with
he's still
disadvantage.
if he's still stopping me,
Somebody's
like
spells
ser-
would
I'll
be
cast
quiet.
cunt thunderweight. I'll cast cunt thunderweight.
Am I
I'm
down the
casting
stairs?
thunderwave.
Yeah, where can
Did we get there yet?
Did we get downstairs?
One moment.
Okay.
Guys, they're gonna blow up the house. We don't even own this house.
Yeah, it's how we're gonna open
Guys.
up for the library.
You have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Because we have court today.
Do we get a long rest?
Constitution?
Yes.
Yes.
This many.
You fail. You take 2d8 thunder damage.
Doesn't that affect everybody?
That's in the league.
It's
Oh,
15
no.
cube or
Oh,
originating
no.
from you. All right, this is fucking dumb. Just let go of me.
No, you did it.
I know he.
We're
We're in a world where
at
people
the
get up and
house,
attack us, and you think I'm gonna
all right,
trust
does anybody
this?
else walk up behind us while we're arguing on the
How much
first
damage
We're
floor?
do I
still
take?
upstairs,
No,
I'm
I'm
guessing.
not,
Yeah, I
not
don't
fucking
think we're
actually
downstairs.
casting. I'm not wasting a first level spell slot on you.
So
You're
were you
like,
doing firebolt then?
no, I'm not attacking him. It's stupid. Just let me go.
We don't know what this is.
I know exactly what he is. He's Mulian, my fucking friend who saved my life. So let me the fuck go.
There are plenty
If
of
I
people who
die, I
said
don't
that
give a
and
shit.
died out there.
Guys, there's glass in between you. Separate. Goes down, cleans more glass.
He didn't even tell me his name yet.
His name is Mulian. He looks
How about
like
I hear that from
Mulian.
him?
My name's Isaac. What does it matter what I tell you?
I start backing up. I'm not trusting this.
You say my
Son,
name-
I wouldn't
you
trust
say
it if
my-
I were you.
I'm hugging him. I knock over whatever he's doing and I hug him. I full bear hug him
Oh.
as
More glass
deeply
goes
as I
on the floor.
possibly can.
Oh, that's okay.
And I reach down toward my waist because that's how high you'd be on. No, actually, you're actually tall, dwarf.
Yeah.
And I hug you too. I hug you back.
Motherfucker,
It's
what
okay.
the fuck? Why are you alive?
I heard everything you said to me too.
What do you mean? What?
I heard everything you said to me. I love you too, son.
What? Why are you here? What
In the world
happened?
of zombies?
Shut up!
And you trust this?
Shut up! Shut up!
Takes your head, the back of your head, and literally just starts like holding you like this, and just. I don't deserve to be here, but I am here.
Motherfucker. You have to go and I push him away. You go and die on me like that. What the
Stumble
fuck?
back, I die. I have to do that saving
Yeah,
throws
right.
again.
Then I cast on
And all three of you who are going downstairs arrive.
Down,
at this
sword in
moment.
hand.
fuck
What
is
the
happening?
What is going on?
Apparently someone came back from the dead, and I'm not sure, given the state of the world, what's going on. And so it's very quick to trust him.
I push open the door.
He saved my fucking life. Of course I'm quick to trust him. I don't give a shit how he's back, I don't care.
Do we even know if he's him? We've seen people.
He hasn't answered it with his name
He
yet.
just talked to me. He said he knew everything that I said when he was dead.
A servant dropped glass. I was just cleaning the glass.
All right. Everybody,
What did I say?
You said that I saved your life.
I mean, yeah,
After he
you
passed.
did.
I
No, you down in the cave.
You said that I was the reason that you were alive.
Yes, you are. I could have
Put it
fucking died
down.
like all the rest of
put
those
it
dwarves.
down.
Dove.
I verified he was dead.
Where did you come from?
Hold on!
I saw your poor attempt at CPR. You are not, and reaches over and grabs you on the shoulder.
Oh, he does that.
You are not as much of an adult as you think you are.
Immediately cries and goes to hug you.
And just for a group hug, and then he
People
motions
don't
towards Sut.
just come back from the dead.
Oh, they
I walk back over.
all right. Weapons
I'm just
down.
standing.
I have a
I'm
question for the
standing
DM,
next to
actually.
Ezak with my sword.
Is coming back from the dead common in this world?
No,
No, of course
So I don't trust this!
this is not common.
I have never seen this happen before.
Well, it just did.
Okay,
Alright,
wait, hold on.
Everybody stop. Put your
What do
weapons
you mean?
down.
How
We
could you be
thought
so
you
sure?
were
He's
dead.
right here. Right in front of us.
You're changed.
Completely different person.
Doesn't fucking matter. It's the same concept of thing that's happening. We
So
thought you were dead.
So now this person's a fucking changeling?
No, we.
Well, the original one was a changeling and this is the real one? That's what you're saying.
Because the only people I've seen come back from the dead are the people that then try to bite someone 10 minutes later.
Why would he? If he. Okay. If he came back and you're and the
We know-
servants
We
are
built
still people.
giant walls to keep those things out.
The
But I-
servants are still people. If he bit them, they would have been something by now, wouldn't they?
I agree with that, but I'm still questioning what's
Okay,
going on
at
here.
least you
You're
agree
right,
with it.
Ezak. We should just kill Mulian right now.
I'm dead.
Our friend that brought us all back to life, we should just kill him right now.
Oh yeah, but let's take the chance and immediately hug the
Yes!
thing that could possibly
Yes,
kill you.
and I'm perfectly fine.
honestly, if I was gonna eat anyone, it would have been Dove. I mean, you don't look good at all. You look like shit.
Yeah, I feel like shit.
I had.
I feel like shit. You look like shit.
Thank you. What?
Calm emotion.
Didn't tell me your name yet.
You don't know who I am.
Stay over there.
Do you see this
I don't
bald
know if
head?
I don't know if you are.
Is
who
there
you
a
think
mirror
you are.
nearby?
No.
No. Any silver tray? Maybe I
Yeah,
can
the
see
tray
my.
in your hand. Yeah.
I can see my reflection.
Yeah.
Okay, I flip it over.
Stay 30 feet away.
Oh, he's casting a
Kitchen's not
30-foot mirror
the
spell.
kitchen is
I,
not 30 feet.
Well, I'm staying as far back as I can because I'm not going anywhere near this.
I'm injured, but I'm not mangled. You don't know my name?
How did you come back?
I never liked you, Ezak. I still don't.
Huh?
I heard a door close.
How did you come back?
There's a way we can
You were
check.
dead. I verified you were dead.
I saw myself.
I wrapped your dead body myself.
Ezak, watch my back. I'm going to the cellar. I go down to the cellar.
Ezak.
Watches his back.
Carefully walk past all of them, and then go down to the cellar.
I didn't like you before. I don't like you now. Stop asking so many questions from me. Let me be with my friends. How are you alive?
You were dead.
I saw you die. I saw you fucking die. You can't do
You
CPR.
didn't let
You
Zubat
fucking
go through the
ugly.
door.
You didn't.
The last time somebody came back to life, they were biting people. The fuck?
Dominoes.
I go look in the cellar to see where his body was.
As you go down, you can see that the rope has been broken and the things have been tossed.
It's plain.
I just kind of grab it all and walk back up. Ezak,
What?
there's no body down there.
How are you alive?
I don't care how you're alive. I
Not-
just care that you're alive.
Not responding to you anymore.
Can you
Like,
answer
not,
a question, please?
Not talking. Also, didn't like you. Truthfully.
No, slowly hug.
You were mysterious for no reason. Don't like you.
Okay.
Love you.
Damn, this is now that Mulligan's seen
I mean,
death,
I
he's
like you.
just
I like you more than I like him. But
Someone comes back to life. I'm not just gonna sit there and not question it.
well, I'm not gonna speak to you.
You didn't know him.
I'm gonna
You
talk
didn't
to
know
my
him.
friend.
I knew
Alright.
him.
I put my sword away.
Who wants a
Well,
slice of
here-
pizza?
I'd like a
I'll have a
slice of
slice.
pizza.
What do you
please.
want?
I'll
You
take
got
just regular.
plain,
Plain, please. Yeah.
I'll take a slice.
plain.
Plain
Sure.
candy special,
What is
right?
there? There's plain.
There's plain. There's
Plain or
meatball.
meat?
There's bacon and
Plain or meat?
pepperoni.
Uh,
And
Is
then
it
there's
meat
something
lover
special.
or meatball?
Give me meat.
It's bacon and pepperoni. I mean,
Yeah, give me that
No,
one.
just regular.
regular.
plain,
And you
please.
want
Yeah,
that
give
one?
me give me bacon pepperoni.
One of the part-time servants that you know, Isaac, pulls you. This is not plain.
Isaac?
Oh,
I'll
you
take,
said
I'll take,
meat.
I'll take the grab me a plane too. One of
need
the
to do research
part-time,
on
one of the
this.
servants that's only there a couple of days grabs you by the shoulder and brings you out. Do you need me to call a guard?
If you call the guard.
He's not talking. You're not there.
Oh well.
You're not
Oh,
there.
okay.
He pulled him out.
Okay.
Or do you need me to take care of this?
I've never seen this before. If anything goes wrong, the others in there can handle it. I'll
Thank you.
speak to Mr. White regarding this later, see if he knows.
I do believe he was asking for reports on some of them as well.
I'll add this event to my report. I've never seen this happen before. We'll keep a close eye on him.
Do you wish for me to keep a close eye?
If he's in the manor in places that I'm not around, please do. Otherwise, I'll try to keep an eye on him as we leave the city. We said today that we were going to go to. We have still have to worry about Duff's court case, and then we have to worry about see Mr. White anyway. During that report, I'll be sure to bring it up then. If you can, send word to Mr. White's though prior. Give him a heads up about what just transpired here. I'll scribble a note real quick and send it to explain the situation. You'll take care of it? Okay, thank you. Let them know to be on guard should anything
This is
go
one
wrong.
of the three
Came
rotating
back from the dead.
guards for.
I came back from the dead.
Yay!
So these guys are kind of intense.
Let them know.
When you walk back in, I just like up to you, but like off to the side. You know, right?
Just a couple spells. I've never seen anything like this. I've seen being able to close wounds. I've never seen anything to bring someone back from the dead. Given everything.
Anything that will like tell us if he's
You're gonna be like in the doorway of the room, just looking at Lillian.
like that.
I
With,
wish I
like,
did.
tears in my eyes, just whispering to myself, "It can,
I don't.
it can happen." And I walk up to Lillian and just hug him.
Oh.
The only
Oh, you precious child.
Lillian takes a big chunk out of your side.
Hooray!
when we go see Mr. White later,
It can't
I'll send word
happen.
and see if there's someone that I can.
We'll all
if they
be
know.
friends.
Soon. Sooner than you think.
Now?
Should
People
any,
don't- people don't just come back to life.
I sent word to Mr. White already. Explain the situation. I'll probably add a second note saying if we can have someone ready that could vouch for this isn't something.
Would I be aware of the whole thing with like the zombies and that?
Yeah, that's something that everyone is. That, yeah, that's actually a very. That's one of the reasons why most of the dead are cremated.
Well, shit.
I'd like to go talk to the guard again, actually.
I forgot about that fact.
If you can, please, in addition to before, see if anyone at the manor, or if anyone could be summoned that's capable of seeing the dead or detecting something of magical means. We want to be able to verify that this isn't some sort of evil spell that could be going on outside. If it is, we'll have to handle it then.
Let's see what can be done.
Thank you.
Do you know where the bath is?
Jesus Christ. Upstairs?
You're going to have to take top off.
Well, go upstairs and do that.
Put your top back on. Just a top.
You look pretty good for having a lot of shrapnel in your body.
I'm 60% metal
Oh.
and 9% wood.
Does that mean when I cast mending on you, you heal? Are you a construct now?
Does the shrapnel come out when he heals? When he mends?
It gets lodged in my body.
Just heals around.
Doesn't Mulian know mending?
Bullying does no mending.
So does Dove.
Keep
But
him-
you
So
can't-
did I.
You can't mend
I don't have it anymore.
the worst kinds of wounds.
A broken heart.
He become
Alright,
a
Dimitri.
spike-facing porcupine.
No, but you can mend broken china.
No, I swept all that into the garbage.
Wait a minute, guys. We can fix the garbage. The china that was broken.
Where is it?
It's in the garbage.
Because the broken china would take forever to mend, because it only repairs a single break or tear in an object that I
Oh.
touch, such as a
That's
broken
fine.
china.
So
I'd be
we're-
here, I'd be
it'd
here
be-
for 5 hours.
It'd be like a puzzle
Given
trying to
that
like piece the
time,
pieces together.
they could probably repair all the china.
It's Mr. White's manor, though. He's a millionaire. Can I just take a shower, a bath?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Isaac, let's
that.
have this stupid trial.
That's right. What time is it now?
Right now it is about. It's about at this point 8:15.
Did I get a long rest?
Yes. Okay.
Did we save the dwarves?
Yeah, we not all of them. Some of them. I mean, they were the ones that we passed on the way to the camp. We saved the ones that were in the Kobold camp.
How many did we save?
6, I think.
4. I thought 4.
Oh, well, it was 4.
We saved 4 of them.
We saved 4 of them.
And I made sure when we got back that they tell everybody that it was you that saved them.
It wasn't me. I died.
Well,
It was you. And you.
no,
And you.
it was all of us, but we could not have done it without you doing what you did.
Well, what of the fire elemental? Engine?
They said that they'd just topple the cave in. We had to get out of there as fast as possible after we got our dwarves.
Everyone that could have been saved was saved.
I don't think
as far as we know.
I don't think there would have been any other prisoners in the other lane where the fire elemental was, because they'd probably attack it. But
After what we saw going in, I wasn't sure that we were going to find anyone. Honestly,
no, we found some people.
thank God.
Oh, shit, do I don't think I have a dress for this fucking horse.
Thank God.
We're gonna pray.
You know, fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I literally do
He's
not
my
give
friend.
a fuck.
He came back. Our party member came back.
He could be an undead lich king fucking storybook villain.
Okay,
For
you
all I
literally
care. I don't
told him
care.
what was happening.
I don't care. I literally don't care.
Given the state of the world right now,
What time's the trial?
it's at 10 a.m. It's in an hour and 45 minutes. It takes 45 minutes to get there. I think last time.
What we got? Oh.
Oh
Upstairs.
shit! I gotta go get a dress
Stupid
first.
trial that'll determine if Dove lives or not.
Upstairs, downstairs, bath.
We'll have to go. We should go. See.
The other 2 housekeepers are now actually avoiding you after the third one has informed them of what happened.
All right.
And the one
I actually
you saw
do.
Izak-
Do I notice? Do I notice housekeepers avoiding them? I go to the side and tell them to take the day off. Go.
the one was like, we'll say, the fourth.
Oh.
Y'all are undeadest.
You did this. I'm going into the backyard
Follow
garden.
me
Oh, great! Thank God. Walks over. Is this where the bath is?
upstairs.
Begins to undress the
Actually,
top
no,
portion.
actually, the bath is not upstairs. He brings you to a small chamber on the main floor.
I'd actually like to go to the library for an hour.
Go.
I'm going to the library to look for any cases where someone comes back from the dead.
So yeah, he brings you into the bath chamber. And there is
I have no
a
money to
Actually,
go shopping.
With my 2 shillings,
I'm
I'll take
going
you
with
back.
Isaac.
Oh fuck!
there is a hand pump, and he primes it. I'll be right back.
Nice.
Finish him off.
Hey, you guys,
What's your passive?
can I borrow the company card?
It's like
Smartphone.
passive 13.
13.
I need a dress to go for the
He
trial.
comes back in a moment with some hot stones and
So I
drops.
look presentable.
Oh,
on
nice.
them.
He's like, she's
In,
wearing
into
rags.
the-
Literal
I'm
rags.
wearing
And it
just
stops the wall.
dirty shit that I wore
Rags.
for the last 2
She
days.
smells like actual
I'll
shit.
be right outside.
Thank you very
Darling,
much.
I'm trying to get you food.
I
If
know.
the soup comes, just knock. And hops into the bath and closes the door. He has no fucking clue what I'm talking
No clue.
about.
No
If
clue.
you give me
I
an
know.
hour, I can turn my tools into weaver's tools, and I can mend your dress so that it looks a little bit more presentable.
Will it be
Examines
enough
the
time
wounds and
to
his body.
do
Does
it
not
for
expect
the
him to be
trial?
alive
I don't know
right
how
now,
long it's gonna
you know,
take us to
obviously,
get
so
to the
let's, you know,
trial
let's
building.
fuck himself
45
up.
minutes to get to
Anything
place.
It's
different
8:15
about
now.
Mullion
Yeah.
now
We
that
got
he's
about an
kind of
hour.
back from the dead?
I don't want to chance it.
Um,
You might as well just buy a new
There
dress.
is-
All
This
right,
is
let's
higher.
go to the store, darling.
I
There
need the
is
company
the
card.
same phantom
We'll
pain
use
in your
my
life.
money, darling.
Ironically,
Whatever
it's
you
even more
buy,
prevalent now.
I will tailor it
Um,
so that it fits you better.
you can feel each
Alright. Thank you.
They're
I'm going with you
clothes.
Okay.
But I can feel them.
Feel
Dun,
each
dun, 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 dun.
and then there's just overall
Wait, should I take a bath first?
ache.
The tub is in use.
Mm.
Do it after that. We
Okay,
get to a
fine.
whole-
Dun, dun, dun,
The one guy does not.
dun.
You see, the one guy does not actually leave right outside the door.
We're going dress shopping.
Yeah, we're going to dress shopping.
We had to go dress shopping.
Well, after
Fuck, where's this?
after
Wait,
that,
maybe
I'm
we
going to my
shouldn't leave
backpack.
Mullion
I'm
just
gonna
by
try and
himself
find my
with his
inventory in
guards.
my backpack.
Just should one of us stay?
I'll stay. That's fine.
We'll bring the dress back.
Okay.
Okay, me and you are gonna go dress shopping.
Dun, dun, dun.
In the meantime, I'll make my weaver's tools.
Perfect. Perfect.
go to,
Ready to go.
Where the fuck are we going?
Here from the.
to the
Oh, you're
store.
staying. You're staying.
I'll
I
stay
will
with
go
you,
up
yeah.
to the angry
I won't be
looking
right
guard.
outside. I'll
Right.
be like outside the door.
Okay.
Where is this dress?
Hello, anyone?
But what's up?
Does anybody
You see
know?
where my backpack is?
The other servants were sent home.
Fuck.
Where's town?
I don't know what happened to your backpack.
I'll be in the center
I don't know.
of town.
Somebody took your
Yeah,
shit
sure.
on the way
You're
out.
in the, you're
I don't
in
know
the
who
upper
grabbed
class.
Check-
You're in the
maybe
middle
my-
area. You're in
All right,
Oh.
sick. Walk
Middle
out the
area.
door and go.
Can you get me a
All right.
towel?
I thought
Yes.
we were in the boonies.
There's towels in there.
Oh, there's towels inside.
You're talking through the door because
I opened the door.
Mullion gets out. Butt naked. What? Where are they?
The towel's right there next to you.
Oh, thanks. Turns around, smacks you in the face with his. What?
You silly.
You want some jalapeno cheesy bread?
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. So dries self off, wraps towel, and walks to room.
Is
Is my
that a spell? Dry self.
Yeah, dries. Yeah, cast dry self.
When I
It's a
saw him, did
cantrip.
he looked
I'm so
completely like
dehydrated.
himself, like nothing.
yeah,
Like,
missing
nothing
all
wrong.
the wounds and everything like that. The clothing was still damaged, but all the wounds were closed.
Okay.
All the cuts and scrapes on his face, everything was
I was
closed.
like, if I see a magnum's face.
Is my backpack in my room?
Yeah, I don't know what happened
Anybody-
to his backpack. I
I-
don't know if
I-
anybody brought it back.
We said that we did. I remember. We said one of us grabbed his stuff.
Got it.
A couple of us
No,
carried
your
his body.
backpack would be in the cellar.
Okay.
Up. I found your backpack. It was by where you did your whole come back to life thing.
It was so dark. You have no idea, and it was so cold and damp. You guys
Oh.
put me in an area, and I'm like tightening it so to put it back on myself because you would have had to literally loosen it. Anyway, so damp. You guys put me in a place where I feel like I would have
Are
rotted.
you
if I
going
would've stayed
somewhere?
dead. We have the trial soon, don't we?
Oh, well, yeah.
I guess I would know what day it is, or what I probably wouldn't know what day it is actually.
Yeah, you would have overheard them mention the trial, so yeah, you would know that.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just adjusting the backpack, and then I'm gonna take it off again and look through my belongings. Am I missing anything? Do I look like I'm missing anything? Is my coin purse lighter?
I didn't take your shit.
Nobody touched.
I'm not Luna.
I was gonna say this group is actually very respectful of the dead.
I'm alive, so.
For
I don't
once.
know.
How much money
Yeah.
do you have on him? I rolled a 20.
What were you doing? Were you?
I just wanted to quickly look for
Can I have you
any
roll
books.
an investigation check? It
10.
is with advantage because you are in the library.
I just your hot sauce.
In that case, that would be
Small jalapeno.
12.
Um,
No, I'm sorry.
the only there are only two cases that come up. The most prevalent is the recent epidemic, and secondly being very few and far between cases of extremely powerful clerics for divine intervention. Which is not something like, especially not
I want to look at some,
hours later. Like there are moments of clerics in the moment in the heat of battle, bringing somebody back from their soul being pulled beyond. Like those moments right beyond death, but past that becomes greater intervention.
I would like to look more into the recent epidemic. Is it
That takes you this entire hour to do all this, to look into this much.
in that case, I would go back and I'd be like, all right, guys, we actually really should.
The
Like,
two girls are out right now. So
where did they? Where do you
They
think?
were getting
They're
buying
getting
a
a
dress
dress.
so that Dove can look presentable for a trial.
We have to get her papers.
no, she has her papers.
All right,
Oh,
we
she
have
has
our papers.
She has her papers.
When did you get your papers?
Yes,
The-
the day before.
the
before
day
you guys
before.
went.
You did. Okay, never mind. I thought you guys. Okay.
They were burned up in the explosion.
God, fuck.
Roll a d20.
Don't do
No.
that. Don't do that.
No.
Stop it.
It's probably gonna be bird because I roll like shit.
2,000 gold pieces. Super rush shop.
Wow, 19.
Okay, you're fine.
Oh my god! Thank you, dice.
You rolled a natural 1.
Only the bottom half breaks.
Cried.
Yeah, your name.
Yeah.
Your name on the document burns.
I would have cried.
They assume it's stolen.
Just
They
the
arrest
bottom
you.
quarter. It's just the names are missing now.
I would like to ask something to you guys right before we go, though. Mullion, I just want to ask one question. Please answer. How did you come back?
Well, you see, he put me in a cellar, and then I woke up and I was all in these rats.
Nothing happened in the middle time.
Plenty happened in the middle time, Isaac.
How did you know what he said? How did you know what they did, like you described? What brought you back?
I saw all of you from atop.
And then you just woke up in your body again.
No, Listen, I don't really feel comfortable talking to you, Isaac. I'm not gonna lie.
Given the state of the world right now, you
And
really
everyone
think what you're saying
realizes
is
that when
appropriate?
he's saying given the state of the world, he means the literal plague of zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never, my personal experience, I've never seen something like this. No one else here has, except for this now. And do you really think it's inappropriate to be asking these questions?
I think your whole notebook is inappropriate.
What's your problem with my notebook?
My problem is with you. And the fact that you think it's necessary to keep a notebook. On all of us.
I would love to elaborate further, but unfortunately we do have to go.
Can I get dressed?
Still in the towel.
yeah. Still
Can
in
I
the
have
towel.
the two of you roll either persuasion if you're relying with people, or perception if you're trying to find a
Mullion's
shop.
bald, but he still has like a towel wrap for some reason.
It was the one that was around his waist.
Sounds like perception.
10.
Natural one.
You guys
You already have it.
Ow!
So why don't you use it?
Not
takes
on
you
the
to- it
dress.
takes
No, the dress. God, no.
It
She's
takes-
gonna go to court.
It takes you the better
Let me-
part of a half an hour to find a shop.
Are you fucking with me?
Sure, that one.
That 1 and a 10. Like-
Mullion walks over to you and he kind of pats you on the back and he goes,
Alright, we grab
Okay.
whatever
You go
dress
like that.
looks
I'm
nice
like-
and
okay.
I'm
fits.
being
And then
cautious.
get
As
back.
he walks past you, he goes, we'll just go.
I think
just
we'll
gonna
go
make
with
this work."
black. That's,
Swimming.
and fancy.
Yeah.
A black t-shirt dress. But like
I'm
not
just
a not a
standing
t-shirt, a
next to you.
sheath dress.
Like a black
You're
t-shirt
gonna-
with
if you're-
a,
unless
with
you
a
want to
suit
spend a
on
lot
it.
of money,
Like,
you're getting something kind of like just from like Kohl's and kind of like that kind of stuff. And it's
Alright,
probably
yeah,
about
I'll
10
go
gold.
to the Kohl's
10
section. Oh, you are an expensive lady. Damn.
Keep a tab. I'll pay you back.
We're gonna go be like 410 gold.
I thought the one thing was 500 gold.
Yeah, 510 gold. Here you go.
Are you sure you're not her mother?
Shut up. We gotta run. Start running.
Wait, what
You,
you
run,
do?
you make it back
Home!
just in time for them.
At this point, I have a carriage set up because I'm like ready to bolt
Okay.
as soon as they get back.
My papers take a
Shower
while, right?
her
Like, my
real
papers
quick.
aren't done, they're gonna
Yeah,
take a
your
while.
papers aren't.
Yeah.
you got needle and thread.
Alright, in the cart, we
Just
basically
don't
do a
move, just
sponge
don't-
bath.
Go!
Please do not move.
We need sponge bath and
We need SpongeBob.
Oh,
we
you don't
need
have time for
sponge.
that.
Your trial's in
A
45
sponge
minutes. It
bath.
takes
Wait,
45 minutes to
Sponge
get
and
there.
Wipe her face while he fixes the
I
dress.
thought you just wanted a new dress.
Does it
Well,
fit
I'm
perfectly?
tailoring it. I'm gonna tailor it to.
I want
I'm gonna
her waist
I'm
to
gonna
be
use my
so
Weaver's
stiff.
Souls to try to tighten it
I know.
in places that fit her body
Court
better,
is not
but
someplace
also
you're
like
made
give her
for.
more room in certain
Well, I
other
know
areas.
fucking
We're
that.
at the cart.
Like make
He's
it fit a
tailing.
little bit
I'm
better so it
scrubbing her
doesn't look like
face.
she literally just bought it off the
Shampooing
clearance
my
rack.
hair.
We're not shampooing. I'm braiding, wiping your face. He's tailoring your dress while we're in the cart on the way to court.
D20 plus your
It's like
dexterity.
you're walking to
Uh,
like a
Get it,
gallows.
plus my proficiency with Weaver's tools.
No.
Oh, why?
Oh, come
No,
on.
I'm using my Weaver's
You're
tools.
fine with the tools, but this isn't about the tools. This is about knowing how to tailor a dress.
Get it, get it,
Can I
get
help
it.
Fixing
him?
cuts
I
and
Can I
have
help
proficiency with Weaver's
Also, in a
tools.
short amount of time, in a moving object.
Can I help
Short
him?
amount of time, moving object, and this is something you work on machinery, not on
I have
dressing.
proficiency on Weaver's
I
tools,
also-
so I've done stitching in
Is
the
it not
past for
ironic,
Ash.
The fact that we're pleading stupidity.
Please.
I've had to knit many of her dresses because she does not buy her own dresses. She steals them, and they never fit her. And I
My
have
girl.
to constantly make
I
them
love
fit
her.
for her.
It's D20
Please.
plus dex.
Okay.
Hey, you found the emphasis die.
And Fosse's.
5.
It was the emphasis the wrong way.
the proficiency would not have made that.
All right, all right, all
The
right.
proficiency would not have made that.
You don't know.
Why
Does he have a plus 9 to proficiency?
You don't know.
Baby.
No, I do know. He's level 4.
I also, if you said yes, I would have thrown the dice differently. So it would
Yeah.
have been a completely different roll.
Yeah.
And their emphasis dice, so it would have been nat 20.
And you could have given him an advantage. I've been assisting
No,
in her
no, it's
dressing.
fine. It's
My
fine.
only friend.
Oh.
The guard
Stabbing myself with a fucking thread.
Sews yourselves
Puts the
together.
fabric
Sitting
on
up
his
so
forearm, and he's like, ow, ow,
Are
ow.
you
Like,
disclosing any of this where you're going?
it's terrible. You become part of the dress.
I'm dumb.
No, I trust in myself enough to be able
Get in
to,
your place.
to keep an eye on myself.
No.
Jewish.
I'm
You're
dumb.
welcome.
What's your last name?
Silver
Silver
shade.
shade.
I'm
Bob,
dumb
what's
silver
my last name?
They see my face. They
given
know what
what
I
I've
look
researched.
like.
It's all an
There have been-
illusion.
I was researching what the plague a bit and everything going on. He doesn't appear to have those symptoms, but I didn't have much time to research. I wish I could have looked more into the symptoms, how long it takes for them to actually turn. It's
Normally the prevailing symptom is green skin.
I only read a couple tales of some forms from clerics being able to come back or divine intervention, but those are so few in between. It's almost like fairy tales. Continue to keep a close eye on him, please.
It's because you don't cheat death without someone else having to pay the balance.
We'll continue to keep an eye on him.
Everything's got to maintain the status quo.
We have to be cautious on this. I hope I'm not dooming the entire city.
Understood. The carriage is here.
Oh, look, we got here way faster than I thought.
No, the carriage has arrived at the manor.
Oh, so I could have taken a goddamn bath.
Oh, wait,
Quickly.
No, this was before. This
Oh,
was
okay,
before
sorry.
They got
Sorry.
to it.
Sorry.
Then we get into it, and then we're going.
Okay, sorry.
The carriage, everyone.
Tip the guy triple to book it.
It's already been booked. It's here.
Are you sitting up front? Outside of the carriage?
How close is it inside the carriage? It's pretty confined.
That far apart from each
Sitting in front.
Is
I'm gonna
there
sit in the
room,
back with Duff.
On the back or extra, another,
In here.
I'd
like
recommend
outside the
Yeah,
carriage?
yeah, you can sit outside the carriage.
I'd say sit on the back.
How are you
Yeah.
feeling?
on the
Scared?
back.
Nervous?
You watch.
Tired?
Is it
You
because of me
see
or the
this
trial?
because everyone
Both?
else gets in, and
Okay, just like that.
you being on the back, looking backwards, you see the one guard, the one guy who was left, who still is wearing like kind of normal clothing. Like he's not wearing armor or anything. You watch him throw a cloak over his shoulders, mount a horse quickly, and follow.
Did I see him
You see,
talking to
he's just
Ezak?
right. He can see like he's just right behind you, like literally.
Did I see him talking to Ezak
Yeah.
before? Okay.
Multiple. He pulled Ezek aside. So
I also
that
want to
is
go.
not
I wanted to tell him like
concerning
we
to
will
me.
be followed. We're gonna be followed by.
Don't worry. When they see all
I
the
would've
things
put
you
on-
did for the dwarves,
I would have had enough time to put
We're
on
gonna
armor,
erase
everything.
everything else that happened.
I assume. I mean, ask
Oh,
him.
yeah.
I think we
I
will.
don't think so.
Yeah.
You were awesome
But-
back there.
Given that was
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's a little
Good job.
optimistic, but
Thank you.
it's a little optimistic, but
Okay.
I don't think the lives of 4 dwarves is worth the life of a prince.
I wasn't trying to kill the prince.
That's not my opinion. I'm just saying they'll see it like
I
that.
know they'll do it like that, but I was trying to cry.
Is somebody representing you for this trial?
Hi, I'm Muzak.
Are
I'm Shmuzak.
No,
I'm not in the
not
character.
that.
you representing yourself? That's probably a
on the
bad
front,
idea.
on the back.
I just love that the pen I grabbed is Devin until no tap. But
Fuck
45
this
minutes later,
stupid shit.
just before, about 10 minutes before 10,
Oh.
you arrive at the courthouse.
I have a lawyer. His name is Lance. Lance the lawyer is what it.
you only
We had a
discussed-
legal consultation. We didn't
But
hire.
we never hired him. Nope, I have no lawyer.
All right. Are they gonna assign her a lawyer, or are they gonna let
Hopefully.
her? Is the default that she's gonna
The
defend
default
herself?
is defending yourself.
Also,
Oh
Dove,
fuck.
Dove, we did ask him. He said that he wasn't. Think he said that Lance doesn't specialize in this kind. It was only consultation, like his advice.
He can, but he also is like.
And yep, I.
Morgan.
mhm.
I think you might have to defend her.
Sick.
Are you sure this is a good idea? Above table, you sure this is a good idea?
Above table,
Above
no.
table
This
is gonna be
above
great.
table, this will be very, very funny.
Above table, I'm here for it.
Yes.
I'm
All
here for
right.
Below table, I
We're
think you're
doing
the
this.
only person that knows her well enough to
In-game, you're
defend
gonna
her
die.
that way.
Congratulations, you got your wish.
Of course, they won't listen to a dwarf go on and harp about how they saved the lives of the dwarves. They don't give a shit.
And I would vouch for you, but they don't know me, and I'm green. And I've been told that's bad around here.
Well,
All right, so
I'm too tall to be a goblin.
and he
It
just
is-
hates me at the
Too
moment.
short to be.
An orc.
So we have
It's
Dimitri.
I'm outside the carriage. on the
Fuck
back.
it, damn it,
He's right
Darling.
behind. You can open the back door and he's.
Dimitri, you have my back.
I have your back. It's right here.
Morgan, I really think
That
you
doesn't-
should
that
do
does
this.
not- help me.
I'll defend him.
Homie.
Darling, Dove,
Isaac probably knows more about
I
the law in
will
this city than I
defend
do.
you.
I don't think
Also,
Isaac's
I'm not a
on
good
our side
talker.
right now.
That's why I have a sword.
I'm also
Am I hearing this conversation?
Yes.
Yeah,
Pop.
Oh,
you're in
thing's
the
open. You're just sitting in the front seat, like you're in the
Oh.
front of the carriage.
Sorry, I wouldn't have
Right.
said that. I didn't know if he.
No, please say it anyway.
I don't know if Isaac will defend you.
He doesn't. He hates me.
Mr. White knows about this trial,
What
right?
makes you think I hate you?
We yelled at each other. And I told you to fuck off with Mr. White.
Oh, it's true love.
That was. I was defending Mr. White. That doesn't mean I hate you. I wouldn't be here if I did.
All right, so do you want actual possibilities of a life, not in prison, or me?
At the last 3 days, trying to build up
Oh,
a
I doubt
defense for you
she's
to
going
keep
to
your
prison.
to
No,
keep
I
your
think
head
they'll
on your
just kill
shoulders.
her.
What?
She was saying about life in prison. Like, I doubt they'll put her in prison. I think they would just kill her instead.
All right, well, do you want me or one of the boys?
I guess one of the boys. Sorry, Mom.
Spends
Well, which one of the
510
boys?
gold on you, and it
Just the
means
sugar
nothing.
It's the sugar mom.
I said I would pay you back
Who else do you really
Well,
have
what
to
did
choose
you
from?
make?
spent 510 gold on that?
for the bounty.
Not on the dress. 500 for the
Oh,
bounty,
okay.
10
Oh
on the
my God.
dress.
Who do
If
you
you-
really have to choose from? It can't be me. It can't really be Soot. Soot says they won't respect his work.
Dimitri doesn't freaking talk to anyone.
Dimitri is mysterious. And Isaac's kind of a dick and has notes on everyone.
Okay, but
Well,
Isaac.
I was-
Isaac has been defending you.
I was gonna say if you want, I
Mr.
could defend you, but I'm not as versed in this. I would be taking the advice that Lance gave.
Can the
That's what
both of
any of
you?
us would
Wait,
be
can you
doing.
both?
That's
do
what
Oh,
it?
Exactly.
we could both
Can
do
you
it.
both do it?
I completely.
Good.
She can do
forget
the
what
character. You
Lance
could
said.
do the
Good attorney,
everything
bad
else.
Good cup, bad cup.
Attorney. Good
I,
attorney, bad
we need
attorney.
good cut, good
I-
cut.
Hold on.
I believe she would be a character witness to be able to explain her character. To,
Exactly.
to prove what that.
But can she be
to
my
explain
lawyer
what you
too?
are.
And you might be a testimony to her work ethic, considering that you work for Mr. White and she was contracted under Mr. White.
Well, do you want us to vouch
that
on her
really
behalf, or do you
fun?
want us to be your lawyer?
So what should?
Each roll at each one.
Sneezak.
16.
Or was
Remember.
it money?
You have written they have made the paperwork to be her daughter.
Oh,
It's probably a
shit.
I
conflict
can't
of
defend
difference.
She
you.
can't
It's gotta
defend
be
me.
Zach.
Yeah, Yizak, you have to do it. I forgot about that, honestly.
Yeah.
You have to do it if you
Morgan.
care about it.
Wait, hold on. Did we
On the-
put a... Is
Wait,
the paperwork
that
say
would,
that
that would
she's-
still work his
that
character
I'm
with this
still-
though, but it wouldn't be as effective because it would be mother
Yeah.
father. I can call up to your style and be like, for
Daughter.
the time you've known her,
Wait,
but it wouldn't be. Yeah.
Don't assume.
I don't... no, not that. I
I
don't
know.
remember... Did we put her last name on the
No, you
papers?
did hear last.
It was my last
Yeah.
name. Okay.
And we said that it was an adoptive relationship, which
Yes.
explains the difference in names.
Your husband died. I took his
Still
name,
hurts,
and you
darling.
still. Your
Yes.
fake husband died.
Still has
Your fake wife died.
Still
Okay,
hurts.
oh.
Your husband left
I'm
you.
grieving, darling.
Damn
Do
it,
you want
does
me
the
to
coach
put on
driver
the
have
show
something
or
nice on?
not?
What?
Does the
Hold
coach
on, the
driver have
goddamn
something
show.
nice on?
Give me the waterworks, Mom.
No, this is kind of a normal coach.
Damn it. I need like a limo driver that can be like, pay you $5 to swatch clothes so I can put on a suit.
Yo, can you give me a glass of water?
Hey, I'm Yizak.
Please and thank you.
The carriage arrives and you're all outside.
Wearing a
the-
green
like I
cloak
said,
with a
you're
bow
all
on his
currently
back.
actually right outside the building.
How does my dress
He's
look?
invisible, so it's just
Great.
boots that are walking.
Cinch that waist.
Hey, I'm
Dismounts.
Yizak. Boots and floating bow.
Since what? Wait,
How much do
I'm
I owe for this
old.
run?
I'm stick.
This was.
Are you a 10-year-old boy?
I'm
Like,
an 85, 20 pound. 85, 20 pound.
85, 20, 17, 32.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's
I'm
a
an-
fully grown woman, I've been
Dumb.
told.
I wouldn't believe her.
It's crocodile.
I wouldn't either.
As your quote unquote attorney, I need to advise.
Don't
Start
say
the
a goddamn
waterworks.
word.
Make sure your head's down at all times and you look as pitiful as possible and as apologetic as you can be.
Oh wait, do you want me to look like
Yes.
this?
No,
No,
that
that's
looks
disappointing.
that
It's a good
looks
thing I did a
dismissive.
bad job.
Yeah.
Drain the glowing blue vial.
Yes! I'm gonna snip the.
Fucking poison
No.
Right
and die.
before we leave.
No, don't snip it. Drink it. Not the whole thing.
Absolved. The end.
Drink it.
Okay.
The glowing blue vial.
Clearly,
wait.
this defendant is
I'm
fine.
going to go in my little bag because I brought my bag with me. I'm going to take
not
out
a
the
real
blue
secret, she's
vial
gonna-
and I'm going to take the
It's liquid
tiniest
onion.
of tiny
Does it make-
sips.
Does it make you
No, it
a
just
bit-
makes you
Saving
extremely
throw.
sad.
Oh no!
Imagine
Don't you
somebody's
better
going.
fail me!
Imagine somebody's going for their
Fail
like
me,
their
Dice,
trial,
fail
and they're
me.
like, to make me seem more sympathetic, I'm just gonna smoke some meth before I go.
Yeah.
Before I get to the trial.
Oh wait,
Do some
plus
drugs.
3. It's a
You
5.
rolled a 2.
Imagine you walking into your trial and being questioned and you can't get a single word out because you're sobbing.
Still
Oh,
don't have
you
my
just-
comeback.
Stop, you are dying.
You shot the
today.
prince.
It's
Fucking boring the whole time. Like,
Oh
In
my
addition to-
god.
All of the trauma
Thank God, fucking
of your
dice.
entire life being brought back
Uh.
into Fort Point, and the trauma of Mulian last night. And then on top of that, just to make it worse in every way possible, it goes into your head that you've also been shitting on Izak, and he has literally the reason, like, brought you to secret underground places, gotten you counsel, helped you get fake paperwork, like everything. And you're like,
I'm shitting on
We
him.
just
Yeah.
hate Andres.
yeah.
It's
Unanimously.
So, like,
not,
in
I'm playing the
addition
opposite
to-
of Target,
In
it's
addition
like-
to just being like terrified and sad and depressed, you just also hate yourself. On top of that, because you just are like, I'm a shitty person. You're like, I'm just shitting on everybody. I'm taking the
Crying.
money advantage of Morgan. I feel like
See, there's no reason to fake the waterworks when we can have real
oh,
waterworks.
you're a net loss.
just like
You don't add anything. It's
He made
okay.
Andres the Gary Stu character. God damn it. Why did we make Andres the Gary Stu character with all the money and he's also kind of nice? Why? Why did we do that? Why
Because
did
he
we do that
does
to
it
ourselves?
himself.
Kinda nice. Alright.
Above table, y'all are mean to me.
I'm sorry.
I also find it funny that you completely forgot about the blue thing when that was part of the original plan was to use that.
Because I didn't
Okay,
write down
but
my
in
notes.
between making the plan, we also watched Mulian die and then come back.
Yeah.
We
A
don't
lot
know.
is
We don't know if that's Mulian yet.
It's Mulian.
It's Mulian.
I know the face.
I'm glad I told
Face
the guard
of
to watch
what?
Molly and Notes.
The greenness.
Part of my head is
Wow.
still like,
I'm so
still worried
hungry.
about the thing with Mullion, but at least I have the guard watching him, so I can try to focus more on keeping her head on her shoulders for now.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? You guys are outside of the building.
I'm crying.
I'm just holding her to get her inside.
I act as,
Grab a
I
sheet and
act-
put it over her as if she's a criminal.
I act as bodyguard.
There's flashing, but it's torches going on and off, almost like it's paparazzi, but it's not.
Who's doing that?
Is there a lot of people
Who's
here?
doing thaumaturgy?
Go.
There's a good amount of people actually moving like in and out and stuff.
Oh, but
Come
no,
on.
there's no like crowd waiting.
No.
Guys, it's like your trial set
I-
to start just a couple minutes. Just probably go.
Alright.
I just
What
try
I
to carry her.
want to try to just figure
My
out real
heart's
quick, just
actually
from
hurting.
looking around, gauging
So
either
much
like,
anxiety.
people's reactions, if there's
It's
anything
fine,
hung
I'll just
up.
have to make a new
Roll
character.
a perception check.
That's fine.
Just trying to figure out if the
I put so
trial
much
of this has
effort
been made.
into her, though.
Uh,
You fucking die.
You want to try to take some of that life blue potion? A mother would be
Perception?
crying for her child.
I'll sniff it. I don't want to. Whatever this is.
It's in my bag. Oh, I give you my bag, so that way you
You said
at
perception.
least have it.
If my
21.
child is potentially
21.
risking what she's
Um,
going through, I'd be crying. So just
There
a
are
couple things.
actually like people.
We need to
Actually,
sell
there's
this.
a number of people standing outside and they're taking notes and they're watching as you guys are entering and they're writing things down. And you can see the guards are very much just checking him out.
I sniff the blue vial very discreetly.
Oh,
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Please
are
fucking
you towards the, are
fail.
you towards the front?
I'm towards the side of her.
I'm staying in the carriage. Honestly, I think it would be better if I don't make an appearance. So I will pull some dumb
Wait,
shit.
where's Melanie's dice? It's been rolling like shit.
For sure, don't want to stay in the stand.
They're not
I'm
gonna
not
let
like
any
that.
weapons in.
Listen, why
I'm
is
gonna
it- is
be.
it-
Constitution
I don't want
saving
to watch
throw.
my friend get put away. Okay, I'm not dealing with it. Just got one friend back. I'm not doing.
Yay!
We're doing
Sick.
everything. We're doing everything we can to make sure she comes back.
I know.
all the way.
All the
We'll let you know
just
as soon as we
Reliving
can.
Atlas.
Yeah,
if you
just
want to take it.
overwhelming sadness.
Tears.
You've got this.
I like. I just go. I just walk over next to Izak and just kind of whisper.
Oh wait, we can think about the baby. It just brings me to tears.
I'm gonna sit next to you. I'm gonna stay in the carriage.
Let's take him
You're
out
staying in the carriage?
Yeah, I'm staying in the carriage.
It's just the four of us.
I don't have my papers.
I saved all her pictures.
I know, I
I've
keep
been
saying
stopped at the
Oh my
courthouse.
god, look at
That's
how
a good idea. That's-
He's so
Also, if you're gonna keep,
Oh my
if he's
God.
gonna keep drawing attention negatively, I don't think it would be a good idea to associate with her.
Absolutely.
So we'll let you guys know as soon as we leave.
Thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
Isaac.
Grab my papers.
As we're
Grabs
walking-
No
notebook.
papers.
Grabs the notebook.
As we're
These are
walking-
court notes.
As we're walking up, I turn to you and say, or just like walk next to you and say two things. One is, people definitely noticed that we arrived.
You guys are.
Okay, guys, we're good.
The four of you enter, and right before you even enter, there are guards who are checking for weapons.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
Shit.
Any weapons.
Oh wait.
back to the cart.
Oh
Look, watch my sword and
Alright,
daggers
yeah,
and taking everything off.
Okay.
Hold on.
I have an unregistered
There's a
longsword.
security checkpoint.
what the fuck?
I don't know what
Knock
that
him
was.
out.
No,
Doing
no
It's,
idea.
it's like walking into traffic court. There's a security checkpoint.
Doing a security checkpoint. Like, yeah.
He's
Walking
being
in
real.
front
said
of
that.
the
He
security
could've
checkpoint
said
goes
that.
back to the car.
Now I'm cold.
You like being cold. It's hot in here.
No.
You do.
You asked for it.
I take off my.
You literally sit in the
Utility
cat cold.
Yeah.
belt.
I
So
was
is anybody,
told to
is
sit
anybody
here.
attempting to hide weapons on?
No.
No.
I would actually leave mine in the car next.
Yeah, I put my rapier away, even though I don't use it.
I have my sword and hand axe.
Several grenades.
On you.
My mobile weapons platform. I don't
If
think
there's a
they'll allow that
checkpoint,
in,
then-
in the
then-
courtroom.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I'm
camera.
not trying to sneak anything in, but I have weapons.
Get all those photos it's taken.
Yeah, probably take those away from you or tell you to stow them somewhere else.
Those flashes.
Just a heads up.
Why is the judge dead?
Alright, sobbing through security check.
Do they have me like check the weapons somewhere?
If you're bringing them in, yeah, they hold them. They check them. As you go in,
I leave mine in the truck.
the clerk greets you.
I guess.
As you walk
Or you
in,
put your little shop.
state your name and the reason you are here today.
he will be.
Hello, I'm here checking in Dove Christ.
Silver Shade!
Silver
Dove Christ.
Dove Christ. Dove Silver Shade for her trial at 10 a.m.
Amen.
You'll be able to check. You'll be able to recollect your bail payment at the end of the trial.
Guys,
God,
not
give
now.
me money!
Guys, not now. Not now.
No,
That's a
that's
Out the
They are
Yeah, I know. You guys are getting your money back.
Are you her counsel?
Yes, in
Maybe,
this case I will.
counsel. What is your name?
My name's Ezek Jewel.
Right. And the two of you, what is the nature of you being here?
I'm my mother.
I was here to just provide protection.
Moral support.
Okay, we will put you in the stand behind. Matt, you can head right in
with us too?
to the
No.
third chamber.
Oh,
Down.
okay.
You will be on the desk on the left.
Thank you very much.
Lead the way. I'll usher them behind.
This way.
This is so stressful.
Follow Isaac.
Following
I
Isaac.
have changed self or disguised self. It only lasts an hour, so I don't want to just.
As the four of you walk into this chamber, the one thing that kind of strikes you is that in addition to it being, kind of very traditional in many of the aspects of like a court style room, that there's the judge that oversees, there's a bailiff, and then there's the two tables and there's stands. And there is no jury. There's no like jury section. There's just stands for people who are witnessing, and there's a number of like people who are actually like there is like town criers, and there is actually a like a news that people can actually read within the town. So there's a number of those people as well as a number of like officials and different things like this. But there's also like two, what are they? I think they're called like opera boxes, or like
Oh yeah.
like up top. So as you walk in, you can just see the prince is standing in one of them, like literally just like
Is there like
one elevated, like looking down over the entirety of it.
right before we go in? I actually want to discuss with them real quick.
I'm inconsolable, so I'm just crying my eyes out. So whatever you say to me is just.
We're still going to discuss what you're actually going to say. What happened the night of? Let's get your story straight.
You
Should've
are gonna
done this
have to
before
tell.
we got to this
It's-
point. We
it's-
got
Is
to
this?
the
Am I
courtroom.
able to speak? Well.
Yeah, you're just extremely sad.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how you're vomiting over there, but I don't know what kind of depression leads to vomit. But
Extreme depression.
So,
You'd be surprised.
remember what we
Advanced
talked about?
Depression mixed with anxiety mixed with alcoholism.
That's why I'm asking you.
Motherfucker!
I was RPing my way to it to get you to
age
tell
and
me.
race,
Ask them
please.
that.
See if you're
Remember-
Remember, the first thing, the big thing I remember is you were not aiming for the prince.
Yes, that's the main thing. Okay.
It was an accident, incompetence. Remember, you were awestruck by his being. You're literally
Is he
you
cute?
are
trying to help.
He's Prince Caspian from
That's right.
what the
Yes, we have.
Narnia. There it is.
Yes.
go in there.
No,
make
for
sure.
His name is
Go in
Prince
there.
Alexander.
You're a good person. You were trying to do a service, and it was a mistake. You were just so overcome by this guy. Stroke his eagle a little. Stroke his eagle a little.
Eagle. Alright, got it.
Stroke is evil.
Stroke his eagle. Make sure to give it a little mouse,
We're trademarking
but not
that.
too much. And we'll get you out of this. Don't forget, we also did the job to show that you are not here trying to harm the city at all. You were here only with kind intentions, and we did it to help prove that you are not like trying to harm the city in any way, especially not the prince,
I wouldn't,
the gorgeous prince that he is.
I wouldn't
You
recommend
understand?
the job, by the way, because the whole point is proving saying that she's incompetent, showing that she did a job.
We're saying it was
competence.
We're saying it was an accident, not a.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pray.
We're just gonna pray, dear Lord.
Dear Jesus.
Dear
What-
Jesus Lord.
You are led in.
Morgan,
Office.
whatever you pray to, say it now.
The two of you are sat in the booths, not the booths, in the rows behind them.
Oh, the two of us.
Yeah, the two of you are with other people, and you can see a number of people. There's actually like literal like you can see a number of like sketch artists are here, like just drawing out like the table and
Oh,
stuff
well,
like
oh, yeah.
that, and like
Oh
the, and,
fuck.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
To get ready for court, you don't go in there looking bad.
like stuck in a shirt. But you see a number of sketch artists. Some of them are like.
That's his
one of
idea
them
of getting
you see-
fancy.
When the two of you sit down, you can see one of them is
Yeah, well,
drawing.
it's under,
Because the prince is like he's doing the like literally standing at the edge of the booth,
You're on bowling
like with
league.
his with the arms like behind his
Morally
back.
gray.
When you
Like,
gotta, when
kinda
you gotta
just,
save
like,
your friend's life at
overseeing
4
the
and make
whole
it,
thing.
make it to the lanes by 5.
Morally gray.
Old meme is old, but good. Good callback.
So, can I have the two of you outside roll a perception check?
Sure.
I can't see shit.
Oh wow! Wow.
19
19.
19.
plus 3 minus 4. 18.
19.
Don't forget, you're bonded with him right now, so plus.
All right.
Congratulations, the bond between you over literally giving you a hug in a moment where you might be dead
The two of you
grants
notice,
you a permanent bond.
the two of you notice two things come to mind, other than this is a courthouse, so there's naturally guards and a lot of movement around. There is one guy on a black horse with a black robe and hood up, about like 30 feet away from you guys. And he's just he's off his horse, just leaning up against it. And then the second thing is that the dragon that Dove mentioned, the one that's like just as far as body size, just slightly bigger than a horse, is on top of the building.
What kind of dragon is it?
Sick.
Think
Color.
Was it toothless?
black. Think
Oh,
like
it was
toothless,
black,
but
okay.
very different as far as body structure. Think
Okay.
more like its body is more like a drake, but it does have full wings. So it looks kind of just like a shrunken down dragon, but it is very much its body is. It has very like usable arms if it needs to, and it does have a longer and a more like dragon-like snout. It's not a flat head like Toothless is in the slightest.
Take Nabir and shrink him down to the back.
He doesn't have those horns actually. Like it's very much more like a drake. If you look up like a D&D drake, it
Yeah,
looks
right.
very much more like a drake as far as size and everything.
The guy with the black horse and the black robes, he wasn't one of the guards that came with us from the manor, or is that him?
The other three hirelings did leave. He was the one. With a 19, yeah.
Oh,
was
he
the
is one of
guy.
them. Okay.
But he's like 30 feet away.
He looks so menacing. Do you see that guy? And peering through like a little crack in it.
Yeah, he's really scary.
He's just standing there. Why is he just standing there?
I mean, he's keeping a watch on us. They want to cover all the bases. But listen, if you turn me, it is what it is. I don't care.
In case you have to call.
What?
If there's
They're
a DA,
saying he
he's
might
gonna
be a
try to
zombie.
crack
If you
you.
turn
Be
me
careful.
into a zombie, I'd say I don't care. All right?
Said I'm not a zombie.
I know you're. Listen, I don't know that for sure either, okay? But I'm elated that you're alive. You're the reason that I'm here right now. If you didn't do what you did, I wouldn't be in this cart sitting next to you right now. So, rather be a zombie now than a fucking corpse in the ground with the rest of the dwarves in that cave.
Oh,
So, it is what it is.
precious.
So I think soon we have to have a conversation about faith and what it can do for you. In fact,
Sure.
maybe we should.
Let's have it later.
Multi-classes in the
Meanwhile, let
paladin.
us wait in the carriage in silence.
Yes.
You and I should go to the Temple of the One, and
Yes.
Oh my god.
maybe we'll find you.
Artificer doesn't multi-class very well. I'm telling you this.
we
Ever play Warhammer 40k?
No, well,
we should take a trip to the Temple of One
One of these.
of the One. Soon.
something I've never actually figured out was, is there a temple of Moradin in the church district?
Yes.
There is. Okay. Would I know that? No. Well, I haven't ever been there actually,
What?
but
I want to get this trial started.
I mean my people hold them in high reverence, but
Never been to trial.
I don't know. I have a weird
We're getting
relationship
kids
with
on
them.
my
In my
stomach.
sobs.
I think after we take you to the Temple of
Totally gets
Moradin
hard.
and over by the whole temple district in general, when you hear about the plans that I have for that area, maybe you seeing the miracles that gods can work for us, maybe we could collaborate on something. But you don't have to worry about me taking a chunk out of you. The only thing I'm taking a chunk out of is soup. If it ever arrived to my bath, I don't know what happened to that. I'm starving.
Well,
Not for
we could
you.
go try to get food,
So-
but I don't think we should leave.
That guy is just.
I think maybe I have to listen like jerky in my pouch.
Oh,
My
that's
zip, my I said Ziploc.
We're gonna jump back in to the house.
I would like to whisper something to
Yeah,
Dove as well.
absolutely.
Dove, remember, the key to telling a convincing story is to believe in what you're saying. It was an accident. And it was, remember? There you go. Stick to it.
As the judge walks in, he goes behind the table. All right. We have Ms. Dove Silvershade here, being represented by Mr. Izak in the case of attacking the Crown Prince, failure to have papers.
Shooting arrow at the judge.
Holding there with my papers.
How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
On both accounts.
On both accounts. The canary in the corner speaks to me.
We will be.
Let that pigeon in.
All right. We will be addressing the lesser of the accounts first, and then we will address the larger charge. First case is failure to have papers.
Your Honor, we actually, in that case, if I may speak real quick, I'm sorry for speaking out of turn if I did. I'm good. Okay. In the case of the missing papers, it was actually just not on her person at the time. She did have them, though. It's unfortunate at the time of the incident, she just didn't have it on her person. I mean,
Do you have them now?
yes, we do. She has
Do
them.
you wish to present them before the court?
Yes, please.
Do you wish to bring it up to them, or do you want to bring it up?
I'll bring it up,
Yeah, she can.
Your Honor.
As you go over. And then, actually, can you please check this over real quick? As you are, pulls out a magnifying glass and starts to inspect it thoroughly.
Yikes.
Ah! Ah! Oh my god.
Oh, good lord.
Cast Bane.
Don't!
I wish I had it, I would!
Everything appears to be in order.
Don't look relieved.
Above table!
Below table, you're still crying because the good thing we gave you that.
Yep.
I should have cried either way.
In
Stroke.
that case, we will set the charge for this at 2 gold. Failure to have your papers.
Okay, thank you.
Gallows hit. All right. That was quick and easy and painless.
The alternative is jail.
You're good.
Now for the larger charge at hand. Attacking the Crown Prince of Dragonspire, also aiding a criminal and disrupting. What was it? Not failure. You did not resist arrest, but you attempted to interfere in an arrest. In the obstruction of justice.
Obstruction of justice.
Oh.
All on your first
It was my birthday, okay?
Yeah, you're right. You buried someone the first day.
Yeah.
Do you have an opening statement, Mr. Isak?
Yes, Your Honor.
The police coming straight.
If you want to be in camera, you
Andres,
gotta be
get
in
in
front of the
camera.
footage.
I don't want to be.
I won't see-
Get
you
in
don't have to
camera.
be. You can be over
Don't
there.
stand
up. Just sit down.
That's also just your crotch.
Just your legs.
Just your
Perfect.
crotch.
That's all I want.
It's like an old cartoon. You never see the
Yeah.
Ray, cow and chicken.
Yes.
Your Honor, my clients, Dove,
It's-
Silvershade, Silvershade on the night of
Good
question
morning.
was not actually doing the crimes you believe of. She was actually just a bit confused, and I promise you she meant no harm in her intentions or anything she did. And we have come here prepared to prove it to you. Thank you.
I have you roll a persuasion check on the opening statement.
This is you have to.
Good morning.
You're going to
In an
jail.
hour you will be morning.
Hold on. It's 11 plus stuff.
11 plus what?
Plus stuff, I
Oh,
forgot.
they said plus 10. I was like, what? How?
In an hour you'll be mourning.
I
my
bribed the
client,
judge,
Silvershade.
that's...
Hey, you didn't tell me you did that.
Persuasion. 11. I don't have plus on persuasion.
Ah!
Tarkin would have been fine. I had plus 7 on him.
It's
Izak
just
would have
the
been fine
opening.
also.
Just the opening statement.
Oh, fuck.
Just the opening statement. Don't worry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad. It was actually better than
That was
your
good, that was
Independence
good.
Day speech.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait a second, it's above table. You don't know about that.
We would like the what is it? It's not the defense. It is the what is the
Plaintiff?
Proceed.
First, prosecution.
We would like the
Prosecutor, yeah.
Prosecutor.
Prosecuting
like to
attorney.
call their first witness. We were, Your Honor, but unfortunately the captain came to an accident in the night before. His crew is being reassigned, and the ship is being taken in. An investigation is underway as to see what happened to the captain last night, and the crew has been. We may call upon some of the crew members later, but they have all been deemed unfit and have all been relieved of service from Dragonspire from our official navy for the time being.
Do I realize this captain as the one that was
Yes.
on? Oh.
Do I realize it?
Yes, they yeah,
Okay.
you the
They said, like, the
the
name?
captain of Cloud Jumper.
Oh.
They do specify
Oh, perfect.
that the captain of the ship had died last night, and in the morning after doing the investigation, the crew has been suspended, or some of them even let go, and the ship is being taken in and reassigned to an entirely new crew.
I'd like to apply.
He was one of the prosecution's witnesses. The
They
captain.
were,
Fucking events.
as they were, yeah, that's what they were going to call the captain.
Right.
Did you see him attack the prince? Yes, Kate course. Good job, Molly.
The
I didn't do
defense. Is there
anything. I was
anyone you
dead.
wish? Is there anyone you wish to call to this
Myself. Oh wait, you're asking me.
time?
I would actually like to call the defendant, Dove.
Oh, please approach this then.
This is the moment. It's actually very fortunate that you get to go first and tell your side.
No, someone is saying.
No.
What?
Do not throw away your shot.
Thank you.
Do we have like a high chair or something? I want to like put on
Your Honor, this is a fully grown adult.
I get up slowly and very
Putting her on the
slowly,
high
like
chair.
still tears in my eyes. My eyes are very red and puffy, and I walk slowly up to the
So slowly.
podium. I guess I'm gonna call it
Yeah, it's
The stand.
the stand. Thank you, and sit.
the podium, but yeah.
And then
It's the stand.
as I sitting there, I get my posture up. I sit back. I cross my legs, and I put my hands on the stand like a proper lady would do.
The dog stung by a bee. The Amber
What?
State trial.
Silvershade. Why are you all? Never mind. Miss Dove Silvershade,
Good job.
would you kindly go over the events of that night from your own perspective? What did you see? What happened? Please explain.
I take a handkerchief from my side and
So
I dab
dark.
my eyes.
Put my hand here and I'm just like,
I sit there and I tell my story of I was walking through the town to the library and I see a man running and then I see someone on a dragon jump down and start attacking the gentleman on the ground and not thinking it was the prince because I didn't know he was the prince at that time until I got arrested. I went to shoot an bolt at the gentleman on the floor, but it accidentally hit the prince. That again, I did not know was the prince at that time.
at that time I recall you said, you were aiming for the person on the ground, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what you stated?
Yes, sir. I tried to get the gentleman on
Have
the
you
floor.
roll a deception check.
Ah!
God,
I-
my chest.
Oh my god, are you really gonna make me roll this shit?
Can I be with advantage?
Yeah, you're lying.
Can I be with advantage? She's crying!
It was already.
I wanna be the prosecuting
For the record,
attorney.
you were already. Oh, everyone was already sworn in earlier. So yeah.
Who has the inspiration?
Going to hell.
Hi, how are you?
Danielle does!
Yeah, but we're gonna.
Worry about that.
Okay.
Can I be the prosecuting attorney?
One price for another, right?
Isn't it?
Use it!
If it wasn't the captain's life that she straight.
Okay. 13. It was better than my fucking 2!
Oh, Christ. Just take the wheel.
Honestly,
All of you take the wheel.
Follow me, take the wheel.
All of you take the
I
wheel.
will start
Off it.
praying to
Off it.
calm you after this.
Over 7
We're gonna
followers.
jump back
Oh.
outside.
I'm so.
My
My stomach from this
My
actual.
chest
I'm
hurt.
sweating.
The two of
That's
you.
why I tried to
or
relieve
is
the
there
rash.
anything the two of you guys are doing, actually?
So I was looking down over you, and it was like looking through glass. And I could hear everything that you were saying, and I can hear everything that she was saying.
Really?
It was surreal.
Yeah, that. I mean, I've gotten. I ate a mushroom once that it kind of felt like an out of body experience. I was mostly just in bed, and I was standing. I was looking at myself, and I was laying in bed, and I looked at it. I was like, man, that guy's fucking miserable.
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep.
That's a textbook poisoning. You were probably poisoning yourself.
I mean, us dwarves, we're used to poisoning ourselves, I guess.
Yeah.
But it felt like not as happy as like seeing everybody from on high. It was mostly like kind of depressing. But yeah, I mean,
I felt like peace. Someone else was there
There's
too.
a smoke in this room.
It was-
No, probably
well,
not.
like I was telling you, how religion can do wonders for you. My God, Zuokin, who I've been praying to my entire life, he was there, and we had a nice long conversation about you. Actually,
you talked to
too.
him directly.
We walked together for a while. It was his idea.
Yeah, I mean, we us dwarves, we say we have a good connection with Moradin, but I don't think we directly talk to him. Like everybody considers him like a friend, but like he's not really like the kind of guy to like walk directly next to you.
Have you ever tried talking to him, or have you ever just?
No, I haven't.
That might be why you never walked next to him.
I much more prefer to take things in the material way. Just see what things are out in front of me, how I can manipulate them for whatever I can do to help people around me and me. Faith, it's much and everything. It seems like outside of the city walls, even some things inside the city walls, it seems nonsensical, but it's just unseen. Feels like energy moving back and forth, transferring shape and form, and it's confusing as fuck.
From what I've seen outside of the city walls, growing up for some time, visiting here and there, and then coming back here, it seems like things have become so chaotic outside of the city walls, where survival is on everyone's mind, and they put faith and hope to the wayside in favor of empirical
Reality.
But that's
What
that isn't
god
the
could,
truth.
what god could watch over a place that's so infested with desolation and just
Can I have the two of you roll another perception check?
Sure.
natural
god damn 19 also.
natural 20 for a solid 19.
The two of you actually notice three familiar figures standing outside of the courthouse. You notice Tobias. You notice Tobias. You notice Fox, and you also recognize Tanky. The three of them, all from Cloud Jumper, are standing outside of the courthouse, talking to each other.
That's the guy that made your leg.
That's
Right.
the guy that made my leg, and all the attachments whips out.
Is that your
I'm
leg?
surprised
that
those
you're-
I'm surprised those survived.
I'm surprised I survived. I didn't
Yeah.
actually, but hey,
But okay. Anyway,
Kinda.
what are they doing here? I don't understand.
I don't know.
It's because they know Dove.
I mean, they know of Dove probably. We were all on the same ship together. I want to say hi to Tobias. I want to show him how his leg is held up, but I don't think it's a good idea for me to go out of this cart right now. I don't even have my papers on me.
Tobias!
Soot!
I'm just gonna poke my head out. Tobias!
Soot, really?
He'll come over. It's fine.
The
Yeah, from
three
the
of
cart.
them turn around.
The dark
They
cart.
look around. And they see the three of them walk over.
Hey guys.
What are you two doing here?
Well, what are you guys doing here?
What do you? Hey, we,
They arrested Willow this morning
Arrested Willow.
in the First Magias on suspicion of killing the captain. They thought right now he seemingly fell off the side of the boat last night. And they think that he wanted. Right now, as far as they're aware, there's nobody else. He is second in charge, so if something happens to the captain, Willow takes over the ship.
so I think he was trying to make a power move by taking his position.
Right now, given they interviewed most of the crew, and none of us have any problems with the captain. So,
Really? None of you guys had any problems with the captain?
no, none whatsoever.
Mage Hand rips Tobias. And starts beating on him. Takes off leg.
None whatsoever. And it was very. He gave me when you were there. You said there was something wrong. You noticed something wrong with me. It was which was very kind of you. He gave me the whole day off and gave me extra rations that day to make sure that I was healthy and fit.
Yeah, you need more oranges. That's really what it boils down to. I hope you've been eating them.
He said that he gave me a sack of them, and just because you told him about that.
Yeah, you can't eat all those oranges, so most of them are just gonna rot.
I
So,
can't. I don't know why you gave me an entire.
Hey,
sack.
show him your leg.
check out my leg. This is the exact same condition. We gave it to
It's
the
on
kid.
one and while the ship and given the ship is owned by Dragonspire, we have all been, for the meantime, relieved of duty. They said I have aged out myself, so I.
So you're here to defend Willow or testify against him?
We're not sure what. They also came around asking about Dove yesterday, so that was also rather interesting. But Tobias has been let go because of his age, as they're getting a new crew and a new captain. And Willow is currently in the courthouse in suspicion. He's being held right now as they investigate if he is responsible for the death of the captain, given and the rest of the number of the. There's only one older sailor. He was also let go. The younger sailors are all on unpaid leave while this is being handled out.
Huh. Seems like the guy got what's come to him finally. I mean,
Willow, I don't think he was.
No. I mean the captain. I mean the guy ran the ship like I mean he paid this guys well, but I mean you know we got into it.
Very well.
So then front
Right,
of his
God.
mates.
Not to mention, also made sure that all of his passengers and those who paid money on the tickets were taken care of.
All right. I get it.
Well, who are we? Soot was. I don't know if you remember. He was jailed for a little while, and he is a dwarf, so a little hard-headed. But hey,
Sit back into the
do you remember good old memories when I tried to slip him food and you kind of turned a little blind, but then you didn't take any of it either. Yeah, good old times.
Yeah, he
Anyway,
refused food. The captain sent down food also for him.
yeah, I know. That's how stubborn he is. Yeah, and then I brought him down food and he still refused it.
all the food in the world can't pay for one guy's life.
Isn't it funny how we're all sitting on different sides of things now, right? He was watching you in the jail, and now we're
Right.
all having a.
I called you guys over here. I didn't expect to get paraded again.
Hey, Tobias, lock me up again. Let's do it, round 2.
I came here with something.
I love this thing. Shows my leg. I love this.
I'm glad. I need to figure out what I'm doing. I don't.
Hey,
You're supposed to be fat.
well, where can I find you? That's
light
my. I guess
blue or the
that's
green
really
one?
my
Who's
only
laughing
question.
at
Where
us?
can I find you?
I do not know. We all lived on the ship, so we all need to now find a place.
I was in the Temple District, and I had noticed a lot of people that may have needed help. A lot of labor workers that may have needed prosthetics like the one you made me. It would be a profitable endeavor for you, of course. I wouldn't deprive you of the means to support yourself, and it wouldn't be anytime soon. But I think maybe in the future, a lot of people could really benefit from what you can have to offer.
I've been on the sea, not the sea, the sea or the sky my whole life. It's gonna be very strange being landlocked for a certain time.
You kind of getting antsy? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. We were supposed to leave today. We had another task.
Do you know would you recommend anyone that can make prosthetics? Anyone that you know from Dragonspire that I could maybe talk to?
No. We spent the whole time on the boat. This is actually my first time in the middle of town. Once they seized Willow, we took the three of us took a venture out to try to find where they had taken him and what was happening. It's a good quartermaster. Make sure that everything's going fine for him as well.
All right. I understand. I can't hold you here, obviously, and there's nothing concrete.
There's nothing we can do right now.
No.
He's being held in a cell for the time being. He said his trial's not set until 2 weeks from now. So, nothing we can do. As they're going to investigate the ship, and then they will empty it and assign a new crew and a new captain for the time being. That will be today's voyage will just be delayed a couple of hours.
How did he die, the captain?
They're prevailing. If it was what they say, he was pushed. Otherwise, he would have fallen off this edge of the ship. But I've seen him save members of the crew's lives, holding onto a rope while trying to fish another man off from being tangled and hanging off the side of the boat by rigging him. So I don't know how he would have just fallen on his own, but accidents can happen. So it's not.
He's probably drinking too much. I say from inside the cart still.
I say this with all due respect. That man can drink with dwarfs. He's got an iron stomach.
Okay. You say so.
Well, we're sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And what with the body?
They had to cover it. It was severely damaged. The ship was about 50 feet up in the air. Fell and hit the pavement. So. His wife will be happy. Well, ex-wife. No, they're not together. But. So, I'm sure there's. He wasn't dishonorably discharged, so I'm sure her and her kid will probably get some sort of payment for his time, from his service at sea and his service in the war. So he'll probably get some sort of payment out of that. So she'll probably be happy. I don't know.
It's horrible. I'm sorry to hear though. This is you and your crew are going through this. I didn't know him for very long, but short amount of time that I knew him, it's kind of indifferent. I wish I said I liked him or didn't like him. It was a little indifferent.
Yeah,
He was
it's
okay.
tough.
I mean, he treated us fairly, I suppose.
There's one thing at least one thing about him is he wasn't like some of the pricks here. And, like just he cared more about how you behaved rather than an assumption about you. And took care and was very much in the boat of protecting his crew and his ship. You try to harm his crew or his ship, you're attacking him. And he treats it as such, but other than that. Odd being in the city. Never ventured this far. So. We'll
Make
have to
sure-
look at it as a new adventure, a new port.
We'll make sure a prayer is said at the Temple of One for the captain.
I appreciate it. I think we're gonna go. It is 10:30. I'm sure there's a bar somewhere.
And as you walk away, I turn over to Soot and go, "Are you gonna say the prayer at the Temple of One?"
Do you
Yeah, me
need
neither.
Amen.
Oh
All fish.
Oh.
my
Oh,
god.
that's what you meant.
Oh.
Hilariously laughing again.
I know. I can't.
I can't.
Stop it. It's so sad.
After spending 10 minutes just fucking laughing, I can't think I can do that.
Back into the courthouse.
Back to
Cry.
You okay?
She's halfway there. She's doing great.
Okay.
Takes a while to transition back to her. Doing great.
The prosecution will also like to ask Ms. Duff some questions as well. Miss Silvershade.
Yes?
What brought you to Dragonspire? We have verified our records with the documentation from the ship in question. A separate investigation is taking place due to the death of the captain last night. But there was no sign of you or any party, so you are not with any sort of suspects in his death. Nor is there any belief that you would have any motive for that. But we did verify that you had were aboard the ship, provided service in good course. As far as documentation on their end, they said for the most part, according to their notes, that your party, most of you behaved completely with order, respectful, and did your tasks in a timely and efficient manner, and the majority of you were caused no sort of trouble within the ship amongst the crew, captain, or the other fellow passengers aboard.
This guy's terrible prosecution. I was ready for like objection. I was like,
we have verified that
Go.
you gained access through airship into our city. What is it that brought you? And by what means did you need? And by what reason did you find yourself needing to arrive here in such an expedient manner as to risk your life and limb by boarding an airship?
To travel the world. I have never been in Dragonspire before, and I wanted to come and experience it. And traveling with my mom. With my mom. She's up there.
You could be traveling the world. Yeah,
Um,
you could be traveling the world.
It's not entirely false. Because you do want it's not entirely false, so I will let you choose either persuasion or deception.
Fucking deception.
I've
'Cause I
seen
have
there, yeah,
negative
because
one
I
in
traveled without my mother
persuasion.
all over the world when I was 14.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
You
And this-
actually
this-
did.
Yeah, that's right. I was in Colombia.
Colombia.
Natural 20! Yay!
I used
Plus
my
one! There's a
I used my
21!
expo to put this.
Fuck off!
I take negative inspiration.
Cry. I will cry.
Flips my coin.
And
so I
where
can't-
were you headed on the night that the incident occurred?
To the library? If you ask me where, I don't remember because I'm not familiar with the streets. I'm not familiar with the streets.
Actually, it does play into Just keep going. So you're like fidgeting, like
Yeah. Mr. Ezek, is there any questions that you wish to ask and stuff?
Yes, I would like to go over more into her reasons for being in the city.
Proceed.
Now, Dove, I recall in the nights before we spoke regarding this that you were very upfront, and your reasons were not only to look around the city and see the sights with your mother, but you did intend to, I say, do feats of good with her and do good for the city while you're here, correct?
Objection. The question's leading. Sorry.
I was like, where the
I'm
fuck
waiting to
did
see if he's
you come?
overruled or not.
I was like, where the fuck did you come from?
The prosecution.
He's the prosecution. Hey, you're supposed to be more like him. He was saying all the good he was.
The leading question.
Sorry, I'll let Joe take over prosecution.
Well,
Fuck!
is
God damn
it leading if it's just like, is it true that you did this?
You can
Is
say,
it true
is it
that you
true?
said this?
You can't say like you went to the store and got eggs, right? You know, like
Right,
You can
yeah.
be like, is it true that you went to the store? Yes. And isn't it true that you purchased items?
I'm sorry.
Correct.
I'm sorry.
Well,
You
yeah.
have to take it like item by item, like
yeah. And,
establish
like,
facts
you
as
can't-
you go.
You can't say you did this,
No, I
right?
get to be the prosecutioner.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Right.
You
You have to kind of let her come to the conclusion of,
Do you
Well,
want to
I'm
do
doing it.
prosecution?
The last time I was in a courtroom with Joe,
Sure.
we
Yeah.
so we were in a courtroom together. I killed you.
Yeah, I know.
Oh boy.
I don't want. I don't
Maybe
want
Prince
it. Can I
Apologies.
object?
Please allow.
What?
Can Danielle object to Joe doing it?
It's Molian.
Fuck that.
Apologies. I'll rephrase the question.
Drops
Is
this
it
guy's
true
self.
that
It's
you
moving.
came? Is it true that you came to the city not only to see the sights but to also do good while you're here?
Yes.
Is it true that last
Shut
night?
up!
It was the same.
He did not object this time.
Would you please inform the court about what you and your compatriots did last night for this city?
We went. Jesus Christ! Why?
Objection. Don't attack her.
Badgering the witness.
We went to the mine that was attacked by kobolds, and me and my party and my mother went in and got rid of the kobolds and saved dwarves.
Your Honor, I believe that there should have been a letter sent here on behalf of one of the mining captains to this courtroom explaining and verifying that story.
Objection. That wasn't discoverable. I didn't receive anything. I didn't receive any information on that
Oh,
prior to
man.
this.
It's been a good show.
It
guys.
wasn't discoverable.
We're dead.
Given the lateness of what had happened, it was a rather last thing. But according
Notice
to the
was
laws-
sent by the head of the mining division. There is one bit of conflicting information on this.
What?
In this, the head of the mining organization states that her, along with her party, in succeeding in saving 4 dwarves who were who were kidnapped and held hostage by the kobolds in the mines, that one of their party members, a green humanoid, had died in battle. But
Tears come back.
a number of witnesses say they saw that your party did outside the house discussing with a similar individual. If you wish to clarify.
Objection relevance.
objection relevance.
You did say, I mean, prior to this, that part of what you wanted to do was build character. So I'm not gonna object to it. But yeah, it would.
Well,
it would
no,
be, it
I
would-
was saying he would object to relevance.
the relevance on.
Like, how is it relevant, the incident post to previous? But I guess it is like her
It
establishing.
would be really more me objecting because he's trying to establish that his defendant has good character,
Right.
and I would be like, how's that relevant to what she did the day before? So it would be more like me objecting, like, why are you even bringing that up? It's not relevant to the case.
To which I would then
Yeah, I mean,
respond saying it's relevant because it shows that, given what she's accused of, it's accused of her attacking the prince.
I was saying specifically
showing-
the discrepancy.
Oh,
The fact that there was a discrepancy
Oh, specifically that it's simply like
Yeah,
doesn't pertain
they're
to the
asking for
thing.
why is
Yeah.
this discrepancy,
Yeah.
whether or
Right.
not this is. Why is there why is there a very large discrepancy in this sworn account by a high decorated official?
Well, what is the discrepancy though?
That the party member that died the night before was seen just outside the courthouse.
Oh, okay.
It's my turn to bullshit.
That's for another court case. How is he alive?
Well, you'd want that to be thrown out because this is a character.
Your Honor, how is it relevant to the case? It was just an accident. Well, that is.
It was an occupational hazard, and it resulted in the events of the job.
There were some.
You didn't want to go in the courthouse.
I know. I'm trying to help him.
If you wanted to sign on as assistant counsel. Right
Do
now
it.
you're-
Do
right
it.
now
Come on.
you're-
Do it.
Nah, he doesn't have an
No,
assistant counsel.
no,
right now
no.
you're outside.
You're by yourself.
I'm sitting
Go
next to
counsel.
Logan.
Hamilton, sit down.
You see,
Call your first
you see,
witness.
Your Honor.
Pass.
It actually appears in. What is the religion to this place? I forgot. Like the main religion.
Mostly it is the one.
By the grace of the One, it appears very fortunate, actually, that we were given the boon of our friend coming back to us. And I'm sorry. It's the sworn
deception or persuasion.
The sworn statement's wrong because we were just. I'm just so happy to have him back. This is deception. Fuck that guy. 19.
Got it.
Wow.
He yelled at me.
Send you to jail.
He yelled at me this morning.
By the grace of the Lord Almighty.
I'm happy you're back, but we're still going through shit.
That's why you're crying.
Yep.
It's very fortunate that the sworn as far as we truly believed he was dead. I'm sorry, Your Honor. But that accounts for that discrepancy.
Joe, do you want to come up with a name for the prosecution?
Okay.
Could it be Eoj?
No.
What's his name backwards?
No.
Doodle Bob.
Isaac backwards.
Kayak?
Kayak.
It's not it backwards, but
God, okay. Can we make it a collective effort for prosecution?
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Wisp Hollow.
He's an
Okay.
elf.
I'll take.
Yep, he's
I'll,
a
I'll
point.
take Wisp Hollow. Wisp Hollow.
Calvin.
What was that?
Calvin?
Fork tongue.
Calvin.
Calvin
No.
Harris.
Prosecutor's trying to lie.
No.
She said Calvin.
Calvin Wisp Hollow.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I like that.
Hell yeah.
That's fine.
He's an elf.
Okay,
This
fine.
Paulo is pretty good. I do like that.
He's an elf then, Joe.
Calvin?
Calvin.
Calvin with
Wispalo.
Wispalo.
I'm offering this guy a job after the case.
Calvin, I will need you on a separate note to take after this is concluded for you to investigate this occurrence. This is rather odd.
So I'm wiping tears away from my eyes.
Your Honor, it also
Yeah,
questions or brings into question the credibility of the defense. But I'll tackle that later.
Objection,
Read it.
objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. That does not attack the credibility of the defense in that we truly, that it was just a mistake in believing he was dead, and the captain and the mining captain, as far as he know, also believed he was dead, as he did not verify the body himself, nor had any of his people verify it themselves either.
I can't snap.
He was just sleeping.
We did ask for them to look, and they told us there's nothing we can do, so he was never brought to the medical den.
He right though.
Facts.
Are you snapping while you're up there?
Yes, facts.
How does the guy look up at the prince? Like, not trying to make eye contact, but just like see like how like what he's
Yeah, what do we see?
yeah like
He's
just
talking to somebody else. He's not even paying attention.
This is a Tuesday for him. He's a prince.
Now,
Get shot at all the
she,
time.
the prosecution brought her to the stand.
yes.
She was already examined. Now you're cross-examining.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Gotcha.
Is there anything two of you would like to do? I'll leave the floor open.
Yeah. So I typically would get another opportunity to re-examine.
Ah! No!
and bring into question some of the things that you said.
He has a notebook. He wrote stuff in the notebook.
Yeah,
he has
except,
a goddamn
except
notebook.
I decided to be the prosecution way too late.
I don't
wrote
like it.
down a name.
Like, yeah, I wrote down my own name.
Just his own name.
And Calvin.
If you notice, what's right above here is his date from September for the.
It says one shot and then nothing, and then
And
it's
then
today's
today's
date. Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Sorry.
You said that you were on vacation here, or you were traveling with your mother.
Objection leading, Your Honor. Supposed to say, is it true?
No, that's not true because
That's not the
because
case.
that's what she already said.
Sustained.
Is it true? Would be
Did I
the-
say vacation?
You didn't say vacation, but
You said so.
he corrected himself.
Also, I'm not your defense attorney. I'm your prosecutor.
Oh, I see this.
I can't lead her into defending herself.
I've been waiting all day to say objection.
It would be like, could you clarify? You said that you were
Yeah,
on
yeah, no, actually,
vacation
that's
or
a better. Yes, that's better verb.
Your Honor, can we please tell the stenographer to stop it helping out the defense and hand me the prosecution?
Giant mechanical.
Grammatically correct.
Duh. You stated that you were on your way to the library at the time that the prince was attacked.
Yes.
What time was the prince attacked? Your recollection.
Your Honor, objection, Your Honor. The prince wasn't attacked. He was chasing another fugitive.
Objection sustained.
What time was the prince struck by your attack?
I'm going to say like evening-ish. I don't know the exact time. I just know it was evening, and it was closer to the. Sorry, it was closer to the library closing. I just don't know what time the library actually closed. I just know that it was closing.
So you set out to go to the library, knowing that the library was closing soon.
I knew that it was closing. I just didn't know exactly what time it closed. So I didn't know if it was 6 p.m. it was closing or 10 p.m. when it was closing. I just knew that it was closing.
And what kind of literature were you hoping to obtain from this library near closing in a city that you're completely foreign to?
Objection relevance? Why does it matter what she's reading?
Because she wasn't actually going to the library the entire time.
I was.
She was.
Question sustained. Please answer the question.
I was going to find a history book on Dragonspire since I have never been here and I want to know more about the history.
That's a good answer.
Thank you.
That's a good answer.
Objection was sustained. I'm trying to
Okay,
keep her from talking as much as I can.
I rest, and then it would be technically no. It would be your turn to call someone.
Not necessarily.
I rest.
She did my job. Good job.
Is there anyone you wish to call
Uh,
up? That does include you actually can call him even though he's outside. He can be retrieved if he is still where he left, or you do have Dimitri and you do have Morgan.
I would like to call Morgan to the stand.
Ha!
Morgan,
Don't look at me, mother trucker. Stop it!
I can't sit next to you anymore.
No, I can't.
of course, you've known your daughter most of her life, seeing.
Good morning. In less than an hour, you will be mourning.
Less than an hour, you will be mourning.
Hey, shut up! Don't look at me!
I can't. Okay.
Don't look at me!
I can't look at her.
Anyway,
I would like to recall seeing as her face now and how she was reacting. The night of the incident, what would you say her general state was?
After the incident, she was very similar to now, distraught that she hit the prince unknowingly, knowing there was a prince. And she intended to do good in helping hit the man on the ground that was escaping.
objection relevance. The question was, what was her mental state? Not what were her intentions.
Objection sustained.
I object. I object to his objection.
She was distraught.
Do you remember her? Do you remember any of the things she was, how she was talking, or how she was talking, her general emotions at that time? Did she appear sorry? Was she fine? I recall you also paid her bail, and go on. What was her state then as well?
Still very upset, very sorry for what happened.
I would actually like to bring up Luna one more time to the stand.
Who?
Dub.
Thank you.
The prosecution gets an attempt to cross the line.
I don't want to go up against Joe.
You don't want to.
Where
the fuck did you get
Morgan?
that from?
Was that your name, Morgan?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. You mentioned that your daughter was distraught that night. Why was she distraught?
After the incident, she was distraught.
Oh, she was distraught after the incident. What was her state of mind prior to the incident?
She was curious, wanting to find the library. We had gone out together that night and then separated when I got to my temple to do some evening prayers.
Would you say that she was eager?
Yes, she was eager to find the library.
But eager.
Yes.
How old is your daughter?
20.
How long have you two been traveling together?
Several months now. I believe 3.
You guys have been traveling for
4?
yeah, like
4 months.
4 months.
So you're her mother. You've only been traveling for 4 months, and she's 20 years old. Your defense attorney also mentioned that you had known her most of her life. Can you elaborate on that?
I adopted her when I married my husband.
When did you adopt her?
Objection relevance?
How well
What is
she?
it? What's
Can
the
I explain, Your Honor?
Please elaborate.
The longer you've known someone, the better you know them. She says that her daughter was fine, eager to go out. I asked what her mental state was. I'd like to know how well she actually knows her daughter if her daughter's adopted.
Objection sustained.
Wait, sustain means she
Yeah,
can't
wait,
ask.
yeah,
it,
no,
right?
yeah.
The objection,
Objection.
is sustained, so the
Oh, right.
question does not go
My God! I was like, what is the answer?
That's why I objected.
I
No, I do not want to go ahead. What does it mean?
I object to the non-objection of what?
I object to the non-objection of the overruled, so it can be sustained
So the objection can be sustained.
and then overruled.
Prior to reaching Dragonspire, you and your party, including your daughter, were on a mission.
Yes.
That mission included acts of violence. What exactly did you do for Dragonspire?
It was. Hold up, above table was the chest
retreat.
for Dragonspire.
No, it
No.
was through
It was a
Dragonspire ship.
contract.
A contract through a Dragonspire ship. It was a retrieval of lost lost items.
Get the head on my shoulder, damn it.
It was a retrieval mission of lost personal items.
They don't like back, so you might talk.
And what roles specifically did your daughter play in that service to Dragonspire?
I'm just aiding
Such honorable service to Dragonspire.
aiding the team in the retrieval of the object that was lost.
Such as specifically.
How would you know?
No, no.
I don't know what she did. I don't remember.
Is the question what she did or what was retrieved?
What she did.
It was her exact roles in that mission.
What did Dove do to help?
She helped heal our party members when they were there.
I wish I could answer, but my character was dead.
Shut up!
Go on.
And just overall, she aided in help finding the object. She was one of the main people to find. what
So
we
your
had
daughter's
to
a cleric?
No, not exactly.
Objection. What does the class have to do with this? She was part of the mission regardless.
Well, it calls into account her credibility.
Objection overruled.
Your Honor, it calls into account
Holy.
the credibility of the other witnesses. She's saying that the party member healed, but is not a cleric, and no other notable additions into the service of Dragonspire. We do know that the mission included a house that burned down. We were able to see smokestacks from that area.
No,
Could
yeah,
they?
No.
yeah,
No.
this was in an abandoned
No.
town.
Oh, okay.
Boy.
Well, okay, no, it was that far away.
Yeah. This was
Okay.
This was
It
days.
took a
of
What about from the
Ship.
accounts of the ship crew
Oh,
members?
yeah.
Remember, they were not there.
Objection. It was a
Shit.
campfire.
For Joe, if it,
Okay.
the
Yeah,
ship
yeah.
was actually doing circles because it was being chased by a dragon.
Yeah, it was being chased.
Oh
So
yeah,
this
that's
ship-
right.
All right, it calls into question the God, what the fuck am I trying to say? It calls into question the reliability of the mother. Class is not a cleric, and only notable contribution was a healer. Yeah, I'm just calling into credibility of the witness. That's it. That's it. I rest.
Now he rested.
Are you helping him?
I'll help both sides. I won't-
Stenographer, stop it!
Is there anything else the two of you would like to do? Bring up any questions you would like to ask?
I would like to bring Dove up to the stand one
We'll
more time.
kind of do a little bit of a more expedient version instead
Okay.
of going through each proceeding. But if there's anything you guys would like to bring, any questions you'd like to ask, feel free from anybody. So,
Dove, what was your reaction to finding out it was the prince?
Terrified, scared, confused.
Excellent.
Didn't know it was the prince. Confused. Handsome.
How did you feel first seeing the prince?
Shocked. More shocked than anything, because I didn't know that he was the prince.
And would you had it was...
If I knew it was the prince, I would have helped. Not.
Well, you tried to help anyway. You
I
were
tried to
aiming for the
help.
man on
I
the ground.
wasn't trying to aim for him. I was aiming for the guy on the floor.
If you could say something to the prince directly right now, what would you say?
I look up.
Yo, he makes eye contact.
I make eye contact with him, and I say, I am very, 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 very sorry that I had hit you. I did not mean it. It was an accident, and I hope that you can forgive me.
Have you roll a persuasion check?
Oh, God. Is that the persuasion?
Hit the
Has
button.
to be.
Can it be with advantage because she's crying, please?
Trying to sign a weakness. We have walls.
I don't want to look.
You should have rolled it over there.
Okay, I did. 11.
11.
It's a 12, and I have a -1 on
-1.
persuasion.
No, you did. I will give it the advantage because you did take the potion and you are
Wait, roll it in there.
Roll it in there.
Fine, I'll roll it in there.
walk all the way around the table.
I have
Don't look at it.
That's much better.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
actually.
Not a natural 20.
No.
But
-1 from that.
yes, I do.
Okay.
We have a new witness. Please tell us what you think of Dove Silvershade. Is she being truthful?
I'm sweet, you know that.
She does not give you pets. Well, we have to call her a character question.
Ah!
That's right.
Is there anything that the prosecution or the defense would like to, anybody else they would like to call to the stand?
Yes, I would. Have to call the prince to the stand.
I knew it!
He's the victim.
I knew you were gonna do that, though!
Oh my
He's
God.
the victim.
This is beyond.
You watch.
Takes him
he
5
comes
minutes
down
to walk down
the
to the
stairs behind,
Yeah, it takes 5 minutes for us to get down the stairs.
and he goes and sits behind the stand.
Good morning, Prince of Dragonspire. It's an honor to be in your presence. I just have a few questions for you to get to the bottom of this.
And you watch as he actually like came down. You watched everyone like literally like bow their head
Your
to
Highness.
him as he
Bows.
entered.
That as well.
I go to Dove and I'm just like,
I did it! God damn it! I did it!
Good morning.
The night that you were attacked, can you give me a rundown of your recollection of exactly what happened?
I was taking my afternoon rounds along blanking the name of this dragon right now. I was taking my afternoon rounds, scouting the area, making sure that everything was in order, and then nothing happened. When I had noticed a gentleman's yelling out for help as a man had just recently robbed a stall and had taken a bag of money and other goods from him and was attempting to flee the scene. I pursued him over the town on my mount from above as he attempted to weave through the streets and through other citizens of Dragonspire. He had luckily been slowed down by a number of other citizens, where I used that opportunity to jump off my mount and tackle him to the ground in an attempt to subdue the individual.
Can you tell me which mount of yours you were riding that day?
My dragon.
Your dragon. Would you say, in your own opinion, that a dragon in Dragonspire is a common mount or an uncommon mount?
Uncommon for most people. It is well to the citizens of Dragonspire. It is well known that I am the only person who rides one.
The armor, the attire you were wearing, would you say, in your own opinion, that it was flashy, elegant, or would you say you would have blended in with the common man?
No, my armor for patrols is meant to make me blend in with my mount, so it is rather subtle, mainly blacks and grays.
But the overall construction of your armor, it's of a higher quality or a
High
lower
quality, but very little flash.
Very little
No
flash.
jewels, no gold.
Okay. When you were apprehending this criminal, did you make yourself known to the criminal who you were? Verbally?
I did not. To me, it was given my mount.
Do you have any other identifying features on your armor or your mount that might elude or...
The crest on the back of my cape, as well as on my shoulder plate.
At what point were you struck by Dove during this apprehension?
Briefly after tackling the individual.
So the individual was already on the ground.
We were in the middle of a skirmish at the time. But I do believe, yes, he was underneath me at the time.
In your opinion, would you say that the situation was already under control at the time you were struck?
I would like to believe that I would have been able to handle it.
Oh, I'm waiting for my chance.
That was a chance.
That was a chance.
That was a chance.
He didn't
Well, you could
direct,
have objected.
I can't say anything. Not gonna say anything.
It's okay.
I'm trying to think of my questions now.
Thank you, I rest for the moment. Thanks.
Defense?
Thank you. I will understand. Your Majesty, it is humbling to be in your presence.
It is humbling.
You a liar!
It was persuasion. I'm scared of this guy. Your Majesty, I would like to recall into the events of the night. It was very late into the night, granted. What were the lighting conditions at the time?
Lighting conditions were fine, and there were all the lanterns in that street were working and operational.
Would you say that given the size of the crowd, it's not possible that someone could potentially make the mistake to accidentally allow a spell to hit the wrong person?
I do believe casting spells in a crowded streetway is in poor taste, given our nature.
Given your illustrious record in battle and fighting alongside the people, have you never seen anyone make a mistake in the heat of a situation? Could you not believe that someone could potentially just miss what they were intending to do to help people? Could someone not just be an attempt in the heat of the moment to attempt to save something.
Objection. Is this a closing argument?
I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Is this a closing argument?
Yeah, this is a way too long without a
Objection
question.
leading.
Could mistakes not happen in the heat of the moment?
Thank you.
Who are you trying to convince?
Myself.
Mistakes are possible, yes.
Oh,
You handed 3 things on a silver platter here. At least 2 I can think of.
Yeah.
why don't you defend her next time?
I can't.
Do you, Your Honor, do you believe that someone not? I recall the defense said, and his words were,
He's
"Would
trying his
some,
best.
I'm
would someone
dying.
not?"
Objection. He's the defense.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
He's
Nah,
trying his
I-
best.
Yeah, that's fair. I recall the prosecution stated, someone common to Dragonspire would easily know your crest, your dragon, and everything. Do you believe that someone who had arrived at Dragonspire the day before would know that?
I cannot say whether or not they would know it.
Would you say that it is not more likely that you said that people that are common to Dragonspire would, but someone just visiting may not? Would you agree with that statement?
Would you please rephrase this?
Yes,
statement?
I don't know what the statement was.
I was like, what, huh? Double negatives, triple what?
Yeah, I'm trying to say yes or no to right.
Exactly. Educated.
You gave him a qualitative question. You said, would it be more or less likely? But that's not, you can't answer that with a yes or no. Make sure that the question that you're asking has a yes or no answer in built into it.
You need to consult your assistant counsel.
From the cart.
Assume that you can only answer by tapping on a glass, and 1 tap is yes and 2 taps is no.
Your Majesty, do you believe that someone not from Dragonspire would be able to identify your mount, your cape, and your armor in a snap decision? Were they not from Dragonspire?
I do believe that. I believe if they are coming here, it is their responsibility to look into it, but it is, of course, possible that they would not recognize me.
Defend for us, because I don't know what the other questions I was supposed to You can defend yourself too.
I'm gonna call Dove to the stand one more time for one more
Okay.
question. Dove?
Yep.
Where did you say you were from? You never said where you were from. Dove, where are you from?
You read your papers.
I did. What
You
was
can just say where you're from. Yeah, you did. Big.
blah blah blah.
Blah 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 blah.
Hibba
Which is not Dragonspire.
It is within the
Schlagenspire.
kingdom. It is not in the city. Yes.
Gotcha. And one more time for us. Why are you here again?
To visit
It's a girl's trip.
Just to visit?
and learn the history.
That's all?
Yes.
Okay, I can
Okay.
concur with
I'm
that.
gonna work on my closing argument, and then I guess we'll just do closing arguments then.
Don't fuck up.
What do you want me to say?
You were
This is
literally-
Danielle talking, not
You
Dove.
were
This is
literally
Danielle
told
talking.
The prince was wearing black robes and in like evening time, and
Yeah,
they
I
were
was
rolling around on the floor.
Yes! You could have done so much to that.
I started with that. I was hoping
And
the
you
Thank you.
both of you didn't want to
Yes.
go in.
Yes,
I
I'm
also
like,
thought the whole argument was that she was trying to help the prince and just missed. Not that she misidentified the prince as the prince.
The problem is
Yeah.
mid thing. She said that I didn't recognize it was the prince. She said that, so I couldn't go back.
But
But
we
that's
st-
not
but you
relevant
started-
to
We started that.
who she actually intended to shoot.
And
well,
the
he has to- he has
reason
to figure it out himself now.
the reason
Alright,
why I
alright,
couldn't
make your closing arguments.
He also said that it was well lit, so I couldn't.
Yes, I can get final
Okay.
closing statements.
So it would be me first, and then you get to have your last
Yeah.
statement to defend against what I'm saying, because I'm trying to prosecute.
Like we have
I'm
pen
going to
and
jail.
Ugh,
It's nice knowing you.
you're getting hung.
Yep, probably.
Judge, today you've heard both from the defense and the prosecution, as well as the prince who was there on site. He's the topic of the matter. The defense mentioned that Dove, she believed that the library was closed, yet still soon set out to apparently explore it. The prince, at the time of the
I'm
attack,
not allowed to object to your
was-
closing
no,
statements,
it's a-
am
it's
I?
a closing
Oh,
statement. You
Yeah,
can't
you
object to it.
cannot.
But
The
I don't.
That's not what she said.
yeah, she said that
She thought she said
thought
it was
that the library was
closing soon.
I
Yeah,
thought
Yeah,
the
not that
library
you said that it was
closing.
closed.
No.
You just said that she said
Defense
that.
mentioned that she believed the library was closing soon, and yet
Oh, I
still
thought you said closed.
set out to explore it.
Well, we have it on video, so we can.
At the
always
time of the
go back
attack,
to it.
That's fine.
The prince was clearly marked on a dragon with a cape with the dragon spire crest, and was attacked when the criminal was already apprehended. In conclusion, I believe, and it's the opinion of the prosecution, that Dove set out without intent to visit the library at all, instead saw an opportunity to steal expensive garb, as she is a gypsy,
Oh.
and intends to conspire with a criminal in an opportunistic attempt at making a quick dollar.
The defense agrees. No.
Damn.
Fuck off!
Thank you.
You get executed. It's because
Because of fucking Mullion!
Joe, can I
No,
have
not
you roll
bullying.
a
This is
Joe.
so wrong.
Can I have
This
you
is
roll
Calvin.
either
Fucking Calvin!
persuasion or performance?
No modifiers, right?
Yeah,
because I'm
straight
Mullion.
rolls.
I have
Okay.
to.
It's been nice knowing you.
I'm done.
Imagine you get killed by Calvin.
Someone come look at this.
What? Also,
Is
I
it a
got
20?
No, it's a
Oh.
Because you were wrong!
It's
Yeah.
a one.
Wow.
That's what you get for getting the story.
I thought you were gonna tell me it's a natural 20. I'm like, off with their head. Off with their head.
That's why I walked away. I was like, it's a natural 20. I'm gonna fucking
Rob
cry.
is like his own
Everyone-
girlfriend.
everyone-
Damn.
You would need to roll a 20.
I'm taking out the third character now.
Well, that's alright.
defense. Closing
Great, I can't wait to stumble through
A
this.
5.56 NATO round.
Andre,
Just flying
do
through
not
Doctor's head.
Independence Day it.
You could have defended yourself, you know.
Alright, you got this.
Not against him.
The
Do you wanna
defense
die?
rolled a natural 1, so I will give you inspiration on this final thing if need be. Unless you roll a natural 1 on your first roll.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. We'll see if that happens. The defense shows that throughout the entire trial, she was, as she stated, not aiming. She fully intended to go to the library, as she stated. I would like to recall that, based on the stenographer's words, that she did say she wasn't sure if it was closing soon, not that it was closing. We didn't say when she discovered it was closing. We discovered it could have been discovered after, not necessarily before. I would also like to point out that
This is a closing statement. Remember
I'll
that.
try my best. The defense shows that it was an accident. She never intended to do anything wrong in this city, and the actions since and before show that. The defense rests.
Please roll a persuasion or performance check.
They're both 0, so it doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
Office.
0, 7.
7.
7. It's not 1.
He
do
gets
have-
the
You
inspiration.
do have the inspiration.
Use it, use it, use it, use
Use
it, use it, use it.
Or you can save it for later.
No, use it.
I'll roll it here.
You're not even good.
I don't want to know. Tell me later.
Roll the 10.
Oh.
Equal that. Better than a 7.
Yeah.
Alright, we will take a break for a brief recess while I look over the notes, and we'll meet back in 15 minutes.
I
We need to
just got
convince more folks.
That's what we did in this episode.
Meatball strokes.
No, I will cry. We
No,
end
we
the
both
episode
strokes.
there.
Should we?
No, I will fucking cry.
I was wondering.
I don't think I can wait another week.
That's
I can't wait
that'd be a
9:20.
good-
I
that'd be a
can't
good
wait
one.
another
No,
week.
that'd be a good
Tell
one.
me if she's dying. over this.
We're going back to outside. You all have 15 minutes right now.
Motherfucker, no. Blah, blah, blah. It's been 15 minutes. Tell me, is she
You
dead?
guys can just, if you wish to wait in
Hey.
the courthouse, you can do that.
We shouldn't be seen talking to the person.
I'm gonna stay
Did Nyarlathotep
I hate
teach you
the
that?
prosecutor.
Was that English? What was that? Was that
I'm
common?
gonna
What is your
money
god's
back.
Zuoken.
Zooken.
Fuck
Zoken.
him.
Or
Yeah, you know what I feel-
Zoken, Zoken,
You guys did tight.
Z-U-O-K-E-N.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think I did a solid 6 out of 10. So here's your money.
Alright,
back.
it's been
Oh wait,
15
you didn't pay me. No.
It's been awfully quiet come from that.
See how it goes.
Yeah, I'm worried.
The prince comes
Tears keep
and
streaming.
Ah!
greets the prosecution for a moment. So I just talked to them for a little bit. You guys are outside waiting. You can see a number of people leave for actually like a crowd leaves the courthouse for a moment, for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I got
Gypsy and a
offended.
thief.
Alright, it's been 15 minutes.
But I repeat myself.
That was good though. Good job.
You're getting hanged.
Yeah, the prince comes over to you also.
Woo!
Yeah, I was wondering. It was a question myself how you had her. You must have had her at a very young age.
Thank you.
Good thing we got you a drive.
For
Wait,
you.
keep going.
Moves the game.
Repertoire. Every one shot, every session, you flirt with everyone. Who
I
says that
want
you choose
a
now not to.
kingdom!
He's right here.
I'm trying!
Flirt with.
Oh wait, maybe.
Where did Dragon Dice?
He came up to me!
Dragon in the deck.
Oh yeah, there is.
Actually, maybe flirting while your daughter's life on the line is not a good look.
So at least I'll get a kingdom. Let's be honest.
You guys are all called back in, and you watch like 10 or 12 people walk back. And you guys get the sense for Mulian and Soot that there was like a brief recess, and everyone goes back inside. All right, I have come to a decision.
Rubbing Dove's back because I know she's full of anxiety right now.
100%.
Dove, you are found guilty on the account of attacking the Crown Prince, but given that the nature of the attack does not seem to have been proven malicious or with intent, your fine is being set at 200 gold.
That means you're not getting hanged.
Thank you.
As far as the case of obstruction of justice, it is shown that though there was a single blow made, it was quickly brushed off, and that it did not interfere with the actual apprehension of the individual, and you did not resist arrest. And given in light of recent events, with the recovery and aiding in the mines that are now, as I am being spoken, are going to be reopened tomorrow due to your actions. Those accounts you are found innocent of. Court is adjourned.
Where do we get to?
Grabs my suit.
Oh, twist follow.
Question.
Grabs.
Wait,
grabs-
question, what
we're
does
gonna
that
see that
mean?
guy again. We're gonna
You
see
have to
that
pay
guy
200
again.
gold.
Oh, okay.
Wait, wasn't that your bail?
Her bail was
500.
500.
You have to pay
I
200.
get
You
change?
get a 200 gold fine that needs to be paid.
Oh, don't you get your bail?
no,
Do I
money
get
back?
the bail money back?
As they said at the beginning, after the trial, you can go and collect the bail money.
I go get the bail money. I'll be back, darling.
Okay.
Run.
Miss Dove, you can go to the clerk in the side and arrange payment or payment plans if necessary.
Payment plan.
Come on.
Alright, thank
I go
Thank
to
you.
the clerk.
Like an average prosecutor, the prosecutor now walks up to the judge and he starts shooting the shit because they're all everyone's friends, actually just friends.
Dimitri,
I go to the
you're
clerk.
head outside. Just give you a sticker.
You're
Like
given
all
your
the time.
500 gold back.
God bless. He has 2 for her fine.
Like, you should
Hi.
kill that
Stay
client.
with them.
Hey, what's up, Judge?
I have 3.
Afterwards.
And the judge is like,
I,
are you out of your fucking mind? And they go get
Oh, I
coffee.
said something.
I leave the courthouse. I grab my weapons.
And you
Vomit.
don't have
Grab
a
the weapons.
Everyone throws up.
Just walk
fine. And
out.
everybody passes out.
Go over to the carriage. Knock on the window.
Hey.
Stubbs not getting hanged.
Oh. All right.
Oh.
Wow! Thanks,
No, what?
son.
That's great. No, that's fantastic.
She's getting
No.
burned at the stake.
What?
Sick! I'll bring the s'mores!
You got a sick sense of humor,
It's
Dimitri.
what you would like.
She's fine.
Okay. All right.
The one guard grabs you as you leave the courthouse. As you guys have been there for about 2 hours at this point, I sent notice to Mr. White that you were going to be late for your afternoon meeting.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
unforeseen circumstances and pressing matters had arisen, and to just push back the meeting until 2.
I thought the meeting was at 2.
It was originally for 12.
Not close.
Well, sick.
Thought we were gonna be done by then.
You were gonna be late anyway.
Thank
I
you.
mean, we're done. It's 12.
Thank you. We'll depart as soon as we can.
Can I whisk Paulo for a second? Tobias, come here. I have to ask you a few questions.
Oh, they went to the bar.
Ah, never mind. Because he gave me another case to work on. Anyway, all right.
Joe conspiring to prosecute his own character. What the
Yeah,
fuck's
right.
going on?
There's gonna be-
Oh, no, you were there. I
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah, there's got to be an investigation into Willow,
Yeah.
and then Tobias and the crew will
This
have
is
to
why
be.
Joe is the main.
Alright.
And then, not to mention, now they know Mulian came back from the dead. So
Yep.
Came back from the
intending
what?
on
Right.
that.
All right, yeah. So back to Mulian.
All right, Law and Order course case 2.
God
Easy
damn it.
zombie. Dun, dun.
Right
but
outside
we will
the
end our
carriage.
session there.
Thank
Next
fucking God.
session, we will be on the exact same day still.
That was
Yay.
painful.
It's
That was
been-
honestly
That was
It
so
is-
painful.
It is a time scale of 1 to 1.
Yeah.
This
But
episode.
we will next
Oh my
session.
God.
We will have to take into account. We will have to deal with a meeting for everyone, because it wasn't just for Isak. This has been the 3 days since, and you are all agreed to actually go back to
That's right.
Mr. White's
Oh yeah.
house
New job.
for a meeting.
New job or something else.
Potentially getting.
Something more. I don't
Like
know.
getting fucking money.
Yeah,
about
your
a
bill went down,
Yeah.
but it's still.
how about a little compensation for
Zero.
our
And
work?
our session there.
I know
I
you're
was-
zero
I-
money.
I-
That's why I'm
I-
paying your
I-
fine.
Good.
I
You would
was
be
literally
getting
like,
paid. It's actually